Hey, what is up, everybody? Sorry I am late tonight. I am a half hour behind schedule, and I just lost track of time. I don't know what to tell you, man. So very unprofessional of me, but I'm glad to see everybody here. Welcome to the DA's office. I am Derek Anderson, the DA. I hope everybody had a great Sunday and a great weekend, because I know Spider-Man did. I know everybody over at Sony did. Man, this thing absolutely killed the box office. So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, we are going to talk about all of the topics surrounding that. There's a lot to discuss with the MCU right now because let's be honest, man, DC isn't getting it done. And it seems like the MCU might have found itself back on track. So we'll talk about that. I don't know why my title says the Odyssey and all of this stuff. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. I'm all backwards. I got to change the title. But while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our guest so I can get to that. Shout out to Katie and Andy. Oh, my dual shocks. What's going on, y'all? How you doing?
Good. Happy to be here early and on time.
Yeah, no, look, I'm late. Okay, normally we start this at 8 o'clock, so I should have started like a half hour ago. So yeah, my apologies to all the folks that look forward to the show, and I'm just way too late. But how's you guys weekend?
It's good. And I would like to say now, before Nick Nack gets on us again, she can't complain because we were on time.
Nick Nack is lurking out there ready to cut y'all down every chance she gets. Yep. Did you guys get a chance to see Spider-Man Brand New Day?
We saw it twice.
Yeah, twice.
Saw it twice. Whoa. Okay, so I guess it's needless to say you guys enjoyed the movie.
We enjoyed it, but we had a youngin that we took to see it the second time.
Oh, okay. Got you. A lot of people complaining about the movie, although there are a lot of people that loved it and thought, they kind of, finally got Peter Parker right. Like your overall feelings, we'll go deep into it, of course, but your overall feelings of the movie without giving like a full-on review.
So for me personally, I really enjoyed it. I had fun, especially the first night after getting back. I think it was a good Spider-Man movie. I understand why some people have some issues with it because there's specific characters I think that shouldn't have been in the film whatsoever. So I think it's a little bloated. It's not streamlined enough to be like a perfect coherent narrative. So like I understand there's issues with it, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. I kind of watched I felt very similar to your review that you did. Like I enjoyed it. I mean, I think there's still a little, like she was saying, a little bit of the MCU like bloat. I didn't think like the Elena stuff was necessary, but it's so much better than kind of what we've been getting. That, I mean, and like you said, I felt very relieved just to kind of get like a Peter Parker that felt even remotely like Peter Parker, because I haven't felt that at all from Tom Holland in the MCU. This is the first time I was like, that even resembled Spider-Man to me.
Yeah, like that's exactly how I felt about it. It's like, okay, this finally feels like Peter Parker and not, Robert Downey or Iron Man's assistant, or Iron Man's protege, trying to learn how to be a superhero. Like, yeah, I just wanted Peter Parker the entire time. We finally get that. So yeah, I had a blast with it. I enjoyed it. I'll definitely be watching it again and again. Probably going to go ahead and see it this week. I had plans on seeing it today. And those fell through, but it's going to be interesting to see how this thing does overall at the box office. I'm thinking $2 billion is definitely in the cards. If it's not already assured. Where are you guys at with it?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it's already at $1 billion right now. Like it's insane.
That's crazy,
so, yeah,
right?
I think it will easily probably get to, let me not say easily, because I say effortlessly or easily, let it go.
Yeah, I'll take the bet again.
But I think it'll get there.
Yeah, I do as well, man. All right, let's go ahead. Look, because I'm late and I just want to jump right into the topics. Everybody's got the link, so if they can make it, they can. Oh, you know who don't have the link? It's T. I'm always forgetting that I got to shoot T a separate thing. Let me just get that out the way real quick. TWA's office. All right, so he's got it. All right, so everybody's got the link. Those who can join in will. I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with the comment of the week. Thank you to everybody that comments on videos, that watches videos, likes videos. All of that stuff helps out. The channel keeps growing because of you guys. So I appreciate it. That's why I like to highlight at least one comment every week. This one is coming from Edgar McAnderson, who says, I wonder if Black Twitter knows that Wonder Man is a race swap.
That's funny.
I see the controversy over the Wonder Man cancellation. You did not?
I did. I saw the Wonder Man cancellation. Is there controversy around it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I missed that.
DA did a great video on it.
Completely missed that.
So there are a lot of people upset. And let me go ahead and jump to that. There's a lot of people
that should
upset.
be like the least controversial canceling ever.
Bro, they stole another black character. MCU's racist. They hate black people.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. So let me find it here. I had a bunch of these pulled up. Here's one. Wait, no, that's not it either. Man, I don't think I saved it. Let's see. Let's hold on. I know where to find it. I know exactly where to find it. Yeah, there's some controversy, Katie, because I guess some people don't understand why Marvel would cancel a Black-led project. Okay. So here it is. Fans question Marvel's handling of Black-led projects amid cancellations and delays. All right. So Variety reported on July 30 that Disney Plus canceled Wonder Man, spotlighting frustrations with projects like the long-delayed Blade film starring Mahershala Ali, mixed reviews for Anthony Mackie's Captain America: Brave New World, and Limbo for Armor Wars and Ironheart. I don't know. Ironheart, I didn't know there was any Limbo. They made it and it was done. But anyway, fans see a pattern in these setbacks. All right. It's pattern recognition from Monica Rambeau's absence to under-promoted series like Eyes of Wakanda, while others blame broader MCU challenges like over-expansion and script issues. Marvel continues Black-led efforts, announcing a Black Panther 3 at San Diego Comic-Con 2026 with Ryan Coogler directing and a new T'Challa. So here's some of the posts that people were putting up on X. This guy, Germ, Blade canceled. Wonder Man canceled. Monica is MIA. Ironheart was barely marketed. Armor Wars is dead. Cap 4 was sabotaged by the studio. Sam is sidelined for Steve in Doomsday. This is not a coincidence. So there's been a lot of posts like this. This guy, Marvel doesn't care about black people. Wonder Man season 2 canceled. Blade, 7 years in development hell. Black Captain America sideline. Armor Wars, Black lead being swapped out for a new Iron Man movie. Moon Girl canceled. Monica Rambeau, where the fuck is she? So this goes back to
joking.
No, this goes back to this question. When people ask, does Black Twitter know that Wonder Man is a race swap? Because they're saying that Marvel don't care about black people. It's like, well, if Marvel didn't care about black people, then Wonder Man would have remained white. Just gonna be honest. He would have remained white. And we ain't gonna race swap a character if we don't care about black people. We trying to give representation, and you got to see yourself and all of that other bullshit. But anyway.
And also, Bucky would have been Captain America if we didn't care. They wouldn't have tried to make Falcon Captain America if that was the case.
Yeah.
And I agree with Gilgamesh in the chat, bro. It's because all of these projects suck. Like not Wonder Man, because I know Andy enjoyed the show.
I said it was a good show about actors. It's a terrible MCU show. It makes no sense.
Show, right?
Yeah, like you're like, hey, what's the superhero show? And the first 8 episodes are a struggling actor. You're gonna have people be like, I'm out. What did they expect?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I meant to click Angel, who just joined us. Angel, what's up? How you doing, bro? Oh, and then he drops out. Then he comes back. Then he drops. There he is, Angel. What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. Chilling, just waking up. Had a long day. End up seeing Spider-Man again today. So,
okay, yeah.
Chilling. I hope everybody's having a good night. I hope everybody had a good weekend as well. So, Katie, Andy, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Chilling.
Apparently, Marvel don't care about black people.
We know this. We know this.
But yo, like going back to this post, all right, like all of these series that have been canceled, you know, and now people are starting to see the patterns. Can we just break these down one by one? Now, Blade, that's 100% a drop ball for Marvel. They fumbled.
Yes.
They had a 2-time Oscar-winning actor in Mahershala Ali. There's no way that you can, and the easiest possible movie to make, Blade. Vampire hunter killing vampires. This should have been an absolute layup. How do you blow Blade? Okay, so that one I'll give them. Wonder Man getting canceled. Has anybody paid attention to like things called ratings? Like the ratings was terrible, man. Like, what are y'all talking about? I pulled this article up. This is on Cosmic Book News. Wonder Man canceled despite season 2 renewal. The Nielsen numbers called it in February. So Matt McGloin kind of goes over it. I got to zoom in on this a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, he said 1 week on Nielsen, then nothing. All right. Wonder Man dropped all 8 episodes at once on January 27 and posted 618 million minutes viewed in its opening week. Good for number 8 on Nielsen's streaming originals chart for January 26 to February 1st. A full season binge drop with a Marvel logo on it, and that was the season or ceiling, and then it was gone. The show vanished from the Nielsen charts the very next week and never returned. Like, why would you even think about? I don't understand why they renewed it for a second season. I was struggling with that one. Like, is there like, what was it that they were looking at to make them think, hey, let's renew this for season 2? Was it just critical acclaim or what was it?
Fan sentiment. A lot of fans really liked it. I mean, as far as they felt like it was something that they could enjoy to watch, but your feelings don't trump numbers. That's the thing. Like, people always think that their feelings is always going to be superseding reality, and reality, you know, states that this was not a popular show. It wasn't something that everybody really wanted to watch. Yeah, you had some niche fans that liked it. You know, the actors, some people in Hollywood that enjoyed it, but as far as an everyday regular fan, nobody was sitting here enjoying it. We wanted something as far as a superhero show. So show us something with some superhero powers. You waited to the last episode to really show his full potential in any way of anything that he was doing. So they dropped the ball with that one. And then the race swap was not helping it at all either. So, and it was a movie about, like, not a movie, but a show about actors. Like, come on, man.
It's like Andy said, it wasn't like, it was a TV show about Hollywood and the behind the scenes. And I mean, I guess if that stuff interests you, then, you know, go for it. But I tuned in to watch a superhero show. Yeah. You know, heroes and villains and saving people. And we got none of that. So it's like, what did y'all think was going to happen? You know, nobody checked for it. I don't think anybody watched this, and I don't think that it had that many fans. I just think people are bitching at this point. People are just pissed off because a black, you know, hero, so to speak, got canceled, you know, but I don't think anybody cared about this show.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's being lumped in with a bunch of other stuff that's going on that they want to be able to complain about. And so it's just being tacked on, even though no one actually cares about this show. Because that's why when you brought it up initially, I was like, you got to be joking. Like, there's no one who actually really cares about season 2 of Wonder Man.
On that whole list, the only one anybody gives a shit about is Blade.
Yeah.
Like, that's they keep greenlighting stupid projects. Nobody asked for Ironheart. Nobody wants Ironheart.
And even the Captain America 4 stuff, like, I don't think it was sabotaged by the studio, unless you're talking about the fact that I think they shouldn't have gotten the director they got. But
or the fact that they built up an entire story arc that didn't naturally lead to Sam being Captain America, and then you put out a whole show where you tried to discredit, you know, the other dude. And most of the audience was like, dude, I don't think he did anything wrong. Like, what are you trying to say here? And then, so yeah, they sabotaged it in the fact that they made a bunch of slop with him in it. But I mean, they spent too much money on Captain America 4.
I mean, Captain America 4, and I said this in my video, they put Red Hulk, Harrison fucking Ford is in the movie. They gave it star power, and they paid Harrison Ford whatever he wanted, and I'm sure he didn't come cheap. They gave him some money, so that's not sabotage. They got Giancarlo Esposito to show up in this thing. That's not a cheap actor. They put money into this. Where's the sabotage? I don't understand the sabotage angle. What's that narrative? Where did that come from? How is that sabotage?
They did multiple like reshoots to try to make the film better. It didn't turn out well, but like they attempted to make it better. Like they put Bucky in the damn film. Like they tried.
They tried.
What up, Cyphex?
What's going on, people?
I'm just struggling to understand. Hey, thanks for making it, brother. I'm just struggling to understand, and maybe you can help me understand this Cyphex. Oh, he's rocking his DA shirt.
Oh yeah, it's not even the one you're supposed to give me. I might have got one on my own. Like, check it out, dude.
Look, he cut the sleeves off and everything.
I know.
No. The sleeves are still there. I just rolled them up.
You just rolled them up. Okay, I thought you was too hot.
Should have just went with the side bags.
Every time I have a shirt like this, I just roll the sleeves up just because I don't like to cut them because it ruins the shirt if you try to wash them, man. If you cut them,
that's true.
I don't know. You can just never cut them right. I don't know. I've tried to do it before. It doesn't work. Whatever.
But Cyphex, we're on this topic about Marvel doesn't care about black people. This guy brings up all of these. Yeah, obviously, right? It's like we got a race swapped Wonder Man. They threw all kinds of money into Captain America. We just got through talking about Brave New World. All the actors and the stars and the money and the reshoots, they threw the kitchen sink at this thing trying to make it work. Okay. Armor Wars. I don't know who was checking for Armor Wars. Was anybody looking forward to that? Like it was like Don Cheadle is 60 years old.
Yeah,
dude. I mean, it's kind of right there in this picture right here where it's like the double canceled picture because obviously Blade got canceled, but it's like you can't even get Blade to work. Blade is probably your most like synonymous like black led character other than Black Panther because Black Panther became a thing in the last like I don't know 7-8 years because of all the MCU madness. But before that, Black Panther, he was there. People knew kind of who he was, but he wasn't he wasn't a household name. Now he's a household name because of, the Avengers stuff and all that. But it's like Blade was always like, dude, if you thought of like a black MCU character, Blade was like, I'm sorry, he's number like 1 to 2 other than maybe Storm, right? Like you got
I mean Blade is the one that started off like the
that's your dude, and then that's
the resurgence of comic book movies in 98, I think.
And it's like they can't even get that storyline right. They can't get one going without wanting to replace him. They want to replace him with like his daughter or something, and they couldn't get a script going. And it's like it's the easiest script going. And it's like when
if anything.
If anything, you guys are going to say, like, let's just be honest here. If you guys on the panel happen to be predominantly black people saying, hey, they don't respect black people, I'm going to have to agree with you. Like,
oh, no, I just think it's Marvel
they fucking don't.
Look, I think it's Marvel incompetence and Marvel trying to push characters that nobody cares about. That Marvel being like completely inept at, getting their universe together. Because, look, I mean, honestly, they could have did a lot with Monica Rambeau, but they chose not to because they don't know what they're doing. That's that's the problem. It's not they hate black people. They're incompetent across the board because guess what?
Well, they're just
we don't have an Echo season 2. We don't have an Agatha All Along season 2. We don't have like the MCU stuff didn't work. And they've kind of abandoned a lot of that stuff. We got whole storylines where there's characters like Monica Rambeau and others from the Eternals and everything else that they have just abandoned. They're just forget it. We're not going to do this.
Just imagine obviously this didn't happen, but I just imagine for half a second if any of these side weird characters that they tried to throw out there, like Monica Rambeau, whatever, like they did that, and then they actually made a competent fucking show about it. And people would be blown away by it. It would kind of do like the kind of thing that Obsession did, where like people saw the trailer for Obsession and were like, this is whatever. But then people started talking about it and they're like, dude, you got to see this. Like, this is what's up. Like you can do it. It's a possibility. Like these weird, obscure things are a possibility. You just need to write it correctly. They just never did that. So like you saw the trailer was terrible. You saw the show was terrible. And guess what? It got bad word of mouth. What a coincidence. But dude, if one of these would have fucking really kicked it off and everyone was like, dude, you got to see this. Like this whole talk, like, or the way that we've been talking about it for the last literally, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6 years, like literally just one of these needed to do okay. And they did terrible with all of them. Like, dude, just one of them needed to be kind of like a runaway hit. They had none. You
My
had
thing
Look,
is this,
this
though.
is the,
That's it.
Go ahead.
I feel like this. If they really felt this way about these characters, why weren't y'all at the box office supporting these people? Why weren't y'all watching these shows, bringing up the ratings? If y'all felt that
Yes.
way about these characters, y'all should have supported them the way y'all supporting Black Panther. You know what I mean? But yet
look.
you didn't see any of them doing that or showing up for the show.
Facts.
Most of them were sitting there
Facts.
with us talking about how much it sucked. So, like, to me, it always bothers me that the community gets mad about something that they don't really do their research about. They just always want to get emotional. And like I said, your emotions are never going to trump facts. Never. So it was just, it's a lost argument in my opinion, but
look, there's another, look, they're going to have their opportunity to show up big for a Black project, a major Black project that's coming up next year. We're going to talk about Children of Blood and Bone in a minute. But I do want to bring up exactly. I want to bring up the showrunner for Wonder Man. All right. This guy, Andrew Guest. And he, basically sounded off. He was the guy that ran the show. And why it got canceled. He's going to go ahead and explain that there's not, some sort of a fake out. Like a lot of people said, they're actually going to, fake us out and they're going to come back with a movie for Wonder Man. Like, nah, they're not doing that either.
I've been listening. I appreciate you all. I feel how you all feel. And I just want to clear up what I can here. This is not a marketing stunt. There is no movie in the works, and Destin's schedule and no one's schedule was an issue. Yaya, Destin, Sir Ben, and I all loved making this show, all felt passionately about continuing to do it, and we're eager to. Contracts were signed, schedules were cleared. The writer's room was supposed to start this month. The production was supposed to begin early next year, and there was a decision made internally between Disney and Marvel that this didn't make sense for them, even though a few months ago it did. And that's essentially all I really know. Numbers aren't really shared with me. And even though
here are the numbers right here, Andrew. All right. Here go the numbers right here. 1 week on this and then nothing. Yeah, they don't share the numbers with me. Okay, we got them right here on Cosmic Book News. Y'all had 618 million minutes in your opening week, and then the following week it vanished from Nielsen and it never returned. One appearance, that's the entire chart history for a Marvel Studios live action series in 2026. That's the reason why it failed, bro. Maybe they didn't share the numbers with them, and then they didn't explain that nobody watched the show. Okay, nobody watched it. Maybe your friends watched it. Maybe some Hollywood people watched it. But to me, it's like, this is supposed to be popular entertainment. This isn't like niche. It's a comic book. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's on Disney Plus. It's Marvel. It's comics. It's supposed to have a big audience. It's not Severance or some shit like that. Like, it's supposed to have a huge audience, man. It's not an Apple TV, niche, like prestige thing.
It suffered from the same thing that so many of these like comic book things suffer from in general, which is like they think that everyone's okay waiting till the last episode to see the superhero. And it's like, no, we already know you're a fucking superhero. Just do superhero shit at the beginning. And then go through like superhero stuff as you're going through it. We already know this. Like, you're not in an era of like, hey man, wait till episode 8 and all of a sudden you suit up, or episode 10, whatever it is, however long your series is going. It's like, dude, stop doing that. You need to just be in the suit like day one, and then go through the trials and tribulations of dealing with whatever you got to deal with as said superhero. And then go from there. And because it's like everybody already knows. We already know. Like, your show is called your name. We know what you are. We know what you're supposed to look like. We don't need to wait fucking 7 hours to see you dress up, dude. Be in it already. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Jesus.
I think it also shows that like a lot, like what we all kind of suspected, a lot of the people that are working on superhero stuff, they wish they were doing anything else. They watch things like, like all these like regular kind of dramas, or like they want to make stuff that feels like the studio with Seth Rogen, and there's nobody hiring them to do that. but that they know that Marvel's printing money, so they go and they pitch something, and then they pitch to the other executives that wish they're making anything other than Marvel stuff, and everybody behind the scenes is like, oh, this is better, right? And then it goes to the audience, and they're saying like, dude, I thought this was supposed to be a superhero thing, and then they just scratch their heads like, why is nobody watching our not superhero thing?
Let them finish up.
Writer's room hadn't started. I had written the first episode of season 2, and we had an outline for where the season would go, and everyone felt really good about it. It was going to be a really incredible season that hopefully surpassed season 1. I appreciate everybody getting out there and letting your voices be heard about how you feel about this. And I think there's important conversations being had online about the kind of stories that we're prioritizing and the kind of shows platforms want to make. I hope people are listening. And I also hope that Emmy voters are thinking about Yahya, how much he deserves an Emmy for the incredible work he did on the show. Just want to say I've been listening. I appreciate you all. I feel.
Yeah, so that was it, man. Look, he's saying that, talking about the conversations of what they want to make. Yeah, what they want to make are superhero TV shows about superheroes, not about actors in Hollywood. Nobody watched it, so sorry, buddy.
I'm tired of guys like that. I'm tired of guys that want to come online and cry and hope that the fans is going to rally around them. You know what I mean? Like, this is basically what he was doing. He was just trying to fuel the flames and try to get the fans to hype it up and make it seem like it's an outcry for this show and they need it and it's something so important for, you know, society. Like, nah, homie. And then when he threw in that whole Emmy pitch, like, that killed me right there. Your show's canceled. I think you should think for the actor for Emmy. Like, come on, homie. You're just trying to get some accolades. You're trying to get a little credit on your title so you could be able to get another project somewhere else. And
yeah, he wants it for himself, like so he can be like, oh dude, yeah, the show that I did before, like, well, I got nominated on an Emmy, right? Like, I'm clearly good for this project. I mean, to be fair, I almost don't hate it. Like, I don't hate it because it's like you got to respect the hustle a little bit, but at the same time, it's like you're hustling the wrong thing, dude. Like, that's not it. That's not it.
Here's somebody that should have been hustling harder. Kevin Feige letting Blade get canceled. Now, again, if you mad that Blade didn't jump off the ground, man, they had Mahershala Ali out there on the San Diego Comic-Con stage 7 years ago. They even got him his own Blade cap. He out there
seven years ago.
Like, Blade, baby, I'm about to be Blade, bro. 7 years later, nothing. They didn't get jack shit going. They got a lot of costumes made that they handed over to centers, but that was about it. He said he felt like a gigantic loser and a failure, as he should, that he didn't get Blade off the ground with Mahershala. Yeah, it's terrible. And Mahershala Ali came out. He said, can y'all please, where's it at, man? Can y'all please stop?
Yeah, you should be mad at yourself for missing like the easiest layup that Marvel could have ever had. Like, because Mahershala, just look at the dude. I mean, like, he's in good shape. He's like, dude, you can easily see him putting on shades and the black leather, like, trench coat thing or whatever. Like, he would look badass as Blade. Like, you could just see it. You're like, dude, this guy could probably look like a dope Blade. No problem. Yeah. No fucking problem. But it's like, so you missed like the easiest layup ever. I mean, like, dude, you don't even belong in the WNBA right now. Like, that's how bad you are. Like,
yeah. Look, he said, you had me under contract. They have billions of dollars. If they wanted to do the movie, they would have done the movie. I feel ready to move on from the Blade questions. Those questions are for them. He's tired of it. So everybody's walking up to me, sticking a mic in my face, asking me about Blade. He's been dealing with that for years. It's like, come on, y'all. Let's wrap this shit up. I don't blame them for coming at it like this. Those questions are for them. I moved on. It's over. It's done with. That's the biggest fail, in my opinion, for Marvel, for Kevin Feige, for the MCU, for all of it.
Dude, Feige,
how to get a Blade movie made,
Feige and Angel Reese could be out there, but just building houses brick by brick, dude. Just brick by brick. No problem. It would be no problem.
All right.
Look, to me, it's crazy, though. It shows that Marvel only works better when they're working with somebody else for some reason. When they have another entity pushing and like trying to put their creative input into something, that's when Marvel wants to, really try to work with that company for some reason, because look what they're doing with Sony. You know what I'm saying? Sony, is pretty much owns Spider-Man, but yet Marvel still produces and works with them and does things for them and produces a good film. So my thing is, why was it so hard for you guys to do this? Did you need a whole other movie studio to own Blade for you guys to be like, okay, let's work hard for Blade now? Like that's crazy.
Maybe they should have licensed it out. Yeah, I mean, maybe they should have licensed it out. Maybe they should have let somebody else do it.
They 100% should have. But I also just think it was them constantly getting in their own way, because it wasn't that they didn't have an idea for a script. They made multiple scripts. They just kept getting trashed because people were like, that's an awful idea. None of their ideas were good because they didn't just want to go straight forward and remake Blade and have him in a leather outfit killing vampires in a club. That's all people wanted. It wasn't supposed to be complicated. It's because they kept trying to make it complicated and make a situation where it had to be his daughter or he was somehow a sidekick to 4 other chicks. No one wanted to see that. So it's like,
they wanted him as a background character. It was stupid.
So I'm sure he's probably so tired after 7 years of people asking him, like, when's the movie coming out? That he's like, do not ask me any more about Blade. I don't have any control over it. If they wanted to make it, they could have made it. They clearly don't want to make Blade. Stop asking me.
Well, especially when you look at what they greenlit in between the past 7 years. Like the absolute slop that they've dumped on audiences. It just goes to show that the disconnect between Marvel and Disney and the people that pay money to see their stuff is huge.
Facts. Yeah, 100%. But one thing that did not disconnect, and I don't think you could fuck this up if you tried, is Spider-Man. Spider-Man crushed it at the box office this weekend. Okay. Oh, it's the wrong one. Sorry. Let me go ahead and switch gears. Here we go. The MCU now holds the 3 biggest opening weekends of all time: Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and Avengers Infinity War. Look at that number for Spider-Man Brand New Day. $927 million.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
And most people were saying that they didn't even think it was going to hit this. They was like, that number is unbelievable. It's not going to happen. It's not.
Dude, I ended up getting a ticket on Thursday at the 3D showing, and it happened to be like a random seating. It was like G, like on the very end or whatever, and it was probably somebody who just canceled, because every other seating, like when I looked at every single thing, it was like from 2 o'clock till 11 o'clock. Like each one had like maybe a 45-minute difference. And it was the IMAX, the regular seating, the laser, whatever, everything. Every single one of them all said sold out.
Yeah.
Like every single one. It was crazy. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So I got lucky and I found one at like 4:30 on Thursday. So I got to see it. But I was like, holy crap. And I sat next to just a really loud, annoying family. But you know what? Whatever. Like I was like, I just wanted to see it. So
to Sci-Factor's point, both times we went to the theater, somehow we had multiple families bring all their kids, and it was worse the second time because
not kids, like little kids, like toddlers and infants,
like actual like babies, and it was so annoying. Oh,
dude, so next to me was a family of 4. They had 2 kids that were probably ages, I don't know, 4 to 7 ish, and then there was a crowd of people in row B that kept coming in and out of the theater over and over again. And every time they came in, for some reason, they were just always laughing. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
What is going on?
But I was like, why? And I was like, it's so distracting. I'm trying to watch the movie. But I was like,
the second time was at least okay for me, because I was like, I know what's going to happen, but I couldn't believe like the children. You shouldn't take children who cannot control themselves, because I can't even blame the kid. It was an actual like infant, like they had an actual baby there, and I was like, they shouldn't be here at all.
That's crazy.
I went with I went to a 3D showing, which wasn't bad. Actually, the 3D is
I like
bad.
the 3D showing.
It wasn't. Especially with the swinging shots when it's zoomed in and swinging, and it's like, hey, this actually works out pretty good. With mostly an adult crowd, thank God. So I didn't have a lot of little kids in the theater with me. I loved it, man. I love this film. I think this is easily a $2 billion movie. It's already halfway there. I don't see any downside for what Marvel is doing with Spider-Man at this point, with the lone exception of Jean Grey. I think everybody should have seen it by now. Shouldn't be a spoiler. Jean Grey is the villain in this movie.
Spoiled it in
That's the thing, though. She's actually not.
Well, she's the villain for most of it. She's doing villainous things.
Yeah.
And you know, people try to say, well, she's not a villain because she's misunderstood and her sister went through some stuff.
This is my problem. This is my problem with the movie in general. And I said this on my stream like 2 or 3 nights ago, whatever, on Friday night. I was like, there's actually kind of no villains. There's just 2 threats. There's 2 threats in Spider-Man.
She a villain, bro. She a villain.
Yeah. No, well, she does villain stuff, sure, but they're just threats.
No,
she she's a villain. So many people.
What are you talking about?
No. Well, sorta. She gets them killed. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it.
In front of cars.
Actively gets the but on top of that, the dude from Damage Control is also a villain. He killed her sister. Like,
yeah, that's the main villain. Like the Damage Control people is like the real villain. Like,
but they're both
in
villains.
Theory.
Yeah. As much as I liked the film, this is Hollywood's problem with subjective morality. If they had just had Jean Grey be a villain, like the way she's presented in the first half, she is a demonic entity. Well, she is possessing people. She is having them harm themselves. For it doesn't matter what her excuse is. A lot of bad people have a lot of great excuses for why they commit atrocities, but then they pivot to, but what?
No. I was like, well, what's the way that Spider-Man, let's say, gets or defeats these villains? It's the same way that every other Marvel villain has been defeated in the last like 2 to 5 years. It's they talk to him. That's it.
Sure,
that's it.
Sure.
But
they just talk to him. The only reason it works is because they're not fucking villains. Because they're kind of heroes. Like the main 2 threats. Let's be honest.
This dude right here.
Other than that guy, this guy, like, he gets canceled out. Like, they don't even deal with him, really.
He's a
in
villain.
The movie.
Damage
He's
Control.
They don't really deal with
head
him.
of Damage Control. This
he
is
just
your
runs
villain
away
right here. Which, by the way, shout out for allowing Black people to be villains again. All right, we used to be able to be villains in movies.
All right, shout out to
hey,
that,
we can be villains again. Yeah, all right. I've heard everybody praising this guy from Severance. Apparently, he's amazing in Severance.
He's great.
I want to see his other acting quality. I thought he did a good job, though. I thought he was really, really good in this, and he was a good villain, very good villain. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man, that everybody's flipping out over Jean Grey, but I do understand the problems that this sets up. Because Jean Grey is never redeemed at the end. She doesn't like pay for her crimes, just kind of rolls out like, well, I killed a lot of people. I guess I'm out of here, off to Professor Xavier. I think she's going to Professor Xavier's school at the end. I think that's pretty obvious. How do they clean this up? Because I think they have a cleanup job to do with Jean Grey.
Do you think they just do like they've done in kind of the X-Men where like Xavier puts the mental block and she just kind of like, hey, forgets that she took over a part of New York and stuff, and she's like depowered.
Yeah, I mean, she literally took over like 3 miles or some shit. It was like a whole radius. It was like crazy. Yeah, it was a whole kilometer. It was crazy. Yeah. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, as much as I'm saying, hey, she's not a villain, she obviously is to a certain degree, but we know her as a hero, right? Other than like the Phoenix Force sometimes takes over and whatever, she's super powerful. So we know different,
issue, though, because they've never had Jean Grey be in a situation like they put her in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
And there's been no mutants other than Miss Marvel.
They've treated Jean Grey as a danger before. And I don't think it's even the fact that people got killed in the process. It's that the film depicts her as an outright villain And the justification is
choices.
presented as though it is a valid justification
Yes.
versus somebody who's made mistakes.
Versus someone who can't control their powers. It's not, she's not actively doing this because she can't control it. She's actively seeking out these people, taking control of them, putting them in harm's way, and actively killing them because she feels valid in the fact that she's searching for her sister.
Borderline relishing in taunting people while she's doing it.
Completely different from Jean Grey, who does not have control and people get hurt in the process. So she's actively a villain.
She's very villainistic in this whole movie. For that, like I can give you that, but it's like overall, because we know the character, and like I think that's what maybe they were leaning on.
Because
no. Like how do you redeem it? I have no idea.
Especially
like
after
you gotta square this scene up. All right, this is an innocent dude, and Jean just basically gone. And it's maybe he survived. You know, they didn't even say, you know,
he got hit by a car. It's not like he got ran over. That's the thing to me. Like,
it's like, you know, Batman only broke a guy's spine. It's not a big deal. Like, you know,
but
it's
I'm
like,
just
what are
saying,
you
after
talking
watching
about?
it the second time, I really tried to pay attention the second time. I honestly didn't see her kill anybody. I seen her hurt people.
I mean,
I've seen
to
people
be
get
fair,
shot on their legs or things like that. But this is the only the one that you could probably be conflicted. I'm being real with you. Like, watch the film again, DA.
Explodes a bomb from a tank.
Nobody died. They didn't say there was any casualties. They didn't
she explodes a tank. A bomb from a tank with like some old lady.
Okay, but I'm just saying
she doesn't need to do any
casualties during that scene. You know what I'm saying? Even when Punisher gets taken over, he shoots people on the legs. He doesn't shoot anybody, kill anybody. Like, I'm just being real. I watched it thoroughly the second time. Like, I had a chance to pay attention to this time. So I'm just being real. This one, he got hit by a car. He's about to play the clip.
Look, this alone, but honestly, Angel, it's about the intention. Yes. Like, it's about the intention of her acts, because she intended for this guy to get hit by the car. She intended for MJ, because remember, she was controlling MJ, and she goes off the side of a building. Like, she's doing this stuff to, you know, whatever, but it's the intention. It's the villainous intention, and she doesn't seem to have remorse. We don't see her, you know, pay for any of the stuff that she's done. You know, whether or not you could say, oh, I was looking for people that might have gotten killed from that. Yeah, but I mean, she did a lot of property damage. People were hurt. For sure, people got hurt when the tank was just bulldozing through the city.
That goes into a shop and explodes. Like,
like firebombs the.
And no, she has no remorse for people. Like, so she does zero like heroic things at all.
Yeah, she's perfectly okay with collateral damage because it doesn't matter to her. She does not care about
her goal is one thing.
She's never been depicted this way in the past, because
it doesn't even matter. She's always been depicted. It's the fact that people are arguing whether or not her actions are villainous. And like Dia was saying, we judge people by their choices. Like, for instance, if she's somebody in the head,
villain,
but he survives, it doesn't just because the guy didn't die doesn't mean she wasn't being villainous. She didn't care. Yeah, she made a choice.
Can you redeem?
To me, most Marvel characters start off this way, though. Most Marvel characters start off with some sort of an arc of being, you know, doing something villainous.
I mean, not this kind of evil. Like, she's like not this kind of evil. Like, she did a lot of evil, man.
I don't know. I mean, to me, when I look at most of these stories,
Wolverine was murking people that might have deserved to be killed, like that kind of thing.
He was in war. Like,
but he was trying to kill people that might have, and that part too. Yeah, he's in a war, so you got good guys. You know, the thing about it is Jean Grey. We've never seen, like, she's always, you know, I can't control my powers. People get hurt. I don't, you know, like that sort of, you know, damage. Yeah. Not, I'm intentionally walking a dude into traffic. Like, I'm just going to do that. And it's not a villain that she's walking into traffic. It's some innocent guy. Just some random citizen. I'm just going to walk him into traffic and let him get hit by a car because I'm trying to, you know, distract Spider-Man from whatever. It's like, come on, man. Like, that's villainy. Like, this is why I said I don't think this character was originally supposed to be Jean Grey. I think this was supposed to be somebody else. I talked about it on the nightcap. Some folks said Jackal. I was saying, I said Mr. Sinister, but I meant Mr. Negative. I was like, okay, if this is a villain, then it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, this villain is just killing people and doesn't care. But when you like, hey, we got to introduce our X-Men, so let's go ahead and use Jean Grey. And so the character was written like as Mr. Negative, but then they switch it around and make it Jean Grey, but they didn't take away any of her villainous acts, or they didn't think it through. I don't know. That's my, conspiracy theory on it. I don't know how y'all feel, but
somebody pointed it out, and I was thinking this as well. Wanda started off bad as well. Wanda damn near put the Hulk in a whole city and destroyed the whole city, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of these characters started off doing something villainous. That's all I'm saying. And they embraced Wanda later on in the movie, like, oh, we need your help. Oh, you all good with us now.
Well, see, but that was something that Wanda did. Like, so that's why I said the writing is going to have to come through, because they wrote Wanda afterwards to have a ton of remorse, to feel like she, like they wrote that into her character. So is that what they're going to do with Jean Grey? They're going to have to rehabilitate the character some way, somehow. That's the only thing I'm saying. They're going to have to do some heavy lifting, because they kind of wrote themselves into a corner, with one of the great Marvel superheroes of all time, Jean Grey. And now it's like, all right, how do you fix this? Are they going to fix it in the X-Men, or are they just going to pretend like none of this happened?
And I think that's the concern is, like, I think we're all open to like intriguing stories about a character doing awful things and seeking redemption. But there's a little feeling that she's not going to need to answer for it, because Spider-Man forgave her. They took her sister, and it's like, but none of that fundamentally changes the immorality of her actions and the flaws in her character. And so if they don't explain it's just like, oh, so we just like have a war criminal who she was having a bad day, someone took her sister. And there's like, that's the thing about heroes, is they're not held to the same standard. I mean, that is one of the defining things about this the Spider-Man character, is about the balance between responsibility and power. And you see a character who is the complete antithesis of that, using their great power for very immoral reasons.
Well, that's why certain characters stand out more than others, is because of that. They stand out because they even though they know they can do great evil, like, they choose to do good, and we love those characters for that. And it's like, and even in the moment of like, let's say some type of weakness or whatever, it's like they still choose to do the right thing. And that's what we want out of like our great heroes or whatever.
I agree.
But like stuff like, Jean Grey or whatever, it's like, we also know that she can become like the Phoenix Force or whatever, and that shit can become pretty goddamn evil. Like, so like, but we know that as fans of the comics and let's say older movies and stuff, right? Like, even if you didn't watch or if you didn't read the comics, you still know it from the movies, the older X-Men movies. You're just like, she can be kind of brutal. Like, she literally kills Xavier, like in one of the movies.
Look, this is the most important part. Rob Lego Patriot, shout out. We're arguing nerd shit again. This is great. We're not talking about it's woke. We're not talking about, it's a girl boss, it's feminism, they race swapped everybody. No, we're just talking about good old-fashioned nerd arguments about the heroes and the villains, and is this good? Is that? That's where we want to be, Marvel. All right. This is exactly what we want to do. Keep us right here, and we'll show up. This is what I had said when it comes to this. I think this superhero fatigue narrative is dead. Okay. Make good movies. Audiences show up in drove. The superhero fatigue narrative is dead. It's always been bad movie fatigue. There are too many entertainment options to throw away $20 on a bad movie, especially when it'll be on VOD in a few weeks. And that was in response to Spider-Man Brand New Day making $100 million on Friday alone. That's crazy. That's crazy. You hear these numbers, you're like, wait, what? On one day it made $100 million? Wild shit.
That was probably domestic too, right?
No, it is domestic. This is domestic alone.
Domestic, which is crazy.
Yeah, at the American box office. All right, so this is just America.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think? Superhero fatigue. Have we? Can we stop talking about it? Is it over, or is people still going to try to say, it's superhero fatigue? Yeah, people don't watch superhero movies, or is it just bad movie fatigue, like we've always said? What do y'all think?
I think it's a little bit of both, because I think even if Supergirl had been like the best movie ever created, there's still people who aren't going to go see it because there's too many films with, like, I think Spider-Man, Batman will always do well because they're characters that resonate with people on a completely different level. I think there's some superheroes people just don't care about at all, that even if you made a really good movie, the trailer would be great, people are not going to go to the theaters in droves to go see. It doesn't matter. But it's also because they kind of tainted, there's so many characters we've been introduced to poorly that people are not going to give you the chance to try and do it again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it's ever been. I disagree, Katie. I don't think
well,
it's ever been.
Let me throw out an example of a character like, so Gambit, right? Like Gambit is probably a fan favorite of a bunch of fucking people and whatever. But if you just all of a sudden dropped a Gambit movie out of nowhere, and it doesn't have to be Channing Tatum, obviously he's like the new Gambit right now. But no, say you got the dude that looked the part, did everything right. Do you think it would do anywhere as well as like Deadpool, right? Like Deadpool or something? Like I don't think it would. I don't think it would just like. I don't think it would, man. I don't think it would fly off. It wouldn't fly off the. I don't think it would fly off the shelf like.
No,
Deadpool
but
did.
that's for sure. The argument that some characters don't need movies has always been true. Even when the superhero movies were making bank, you look back and you're like, dude, some of those films only made because there's this insatiable hunger. But I don't think that was. I don't think that we've got superhero fatigue. I think we had an unnatural amount of like pushing of anything that was a superhero thing was just doing numbers because people were wrapped up in the hope in these broader universes. Now we've gotten back to a place where the films have to stand on their own, which is where I think they've been for the past like 5-6 years. And superheroes aren't a genre. That's the thing. You can tell many different stories, but for the past 5, 6, 7 years, we've been getting one very boring type of superhero thing, and they're all the tropes that everybody's always talking about: the girl boss stuff, the under the the things that feel like the formula. And the second you go back to traditional things like this, you start to see the life come back into these. And I think that right now people are showing that they'll go see all types of films, but the audience doesn't want to go spend money for something where they know what they're going to get. And Marvel's done a really terrible job of telegraphing between the media and a lot of the promotion materials, like exactly what you're going to get.
I think that's where like Marvel and DC messed up, mainly Marvel, because they're producing a lot more stuff where it's like you have so many characters that represent so many mediums of like different styles of movies. So you got like martial arts, you got science fiction, you got horror, you got all this stuff. And it's like you have all this stuff literally built into your comic industry already. And it's like you just went with, let's just do basic story number 1, number 2, and you just produced a bunch of those movies with a bunch of characters who have way cooler stuff going on. Like even like say something like Shang-Chi, you have martial arts there, right? You should have leaned way into that. You should have went way into that. Like that's a perfect example of it.
Yeah, if Shang-Chi
like,
wasn't
you should have leaned
Marvel,
way into it.
It wouldn't have made the almost 400 it did. Like it could underperform compared to other stuff, but dude, that film on its own, bro, nobody goes to see that. Same with like the Eternals. If it wasn't,
if they would have leaned more into the old school, like kind of almost martial arts stuff, but also put a little bit of mysticism into it at the end instead of going full CGI bullshit. Nah, you would have had a way better movie with it. But
maybe
they
better,
have so many.
Saw it. That's the thing.
Maybe, but it's like you have so many. Like you have so many movies like that in general that they could have, or so many properties that they could actually do something like that with overall.
Yeah, I think Marvel has to, like you need that Marvel name with a lot of these movies to get people to show up at all. You know, it's like, okay, it's a Marvel movie. I'll go and check it out because I want to keep up with what's going on or whatever. But I was thinking again, like a lot of those movies that we got after phase 3, the phase 4 and phase 5 movies, they weren't that good. That's how I felt about it. The Eternals just wasn't that good. Shang-Chi, aside from a couple of action scenes, just wasn't that good. So that's the reason that those films didn't do very well. But then you had Spider-Man, No Way Home. And that was a good movie, and everybody showed up. And I think it bled into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, because that movie did really well, and it's nowhere near as good as, you know, some of the movies that, you know, we've gotten in the past. So I think that Marvel's, you know, the superhero fatigue is really Marvel fatigue, old Marvel, like the Marvel formula, if you will. I just think that Marvel didn't really have a good idea of what they wanted to do in its next phase after the Infinity Saga, and they were just kind of spinning their wheels. You know, that's how I see it. Let me hit these supers real quick. Shout out to the super chatters. Thank you guys very much. Gilgamesh for $2. Late because of Hello Kitty had an argument. What? Because he and Hello Kitty had an argument. So y'all saying I'm late for that reason? Okay. Gilgamesh, you too much.
Hey, don't make me post your picture again, man. I got it before you took the poster down. I got it.
Knock it off. Thank you very much. Shout out to Nick Knack, came through with $5. Oh snap! The Dooley's on time. It's finna be a good show tonight. Yeah,
Told
Nick
you.
Knack always giving y'all the blues, man.
Told you it was gonna get
Yeah, Katie had said that. Nick Knack's like, we're here on time. We're here on time. So Nick Knack can't say nothing. Nick Knack said something anyway. It is what it is. Thank you, Nick Knack, for the 5. And then cut to the chase news for 199. He-Man had it right. The time for talking is over. I'm not sure what that relates to. What does that relate to? I don't know.
Did he say that?
But thank you for the 199. I
fight?
appreciate it. Maybe.
I don't remember.
Possibly.
No, I saw that movie once, and that was about it. So I don't know.
Anybody watched He-Man after now that it's dropped on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. It was no better.
You have? Okay.
It's no better.
It's
I mean,
the same
aesthetically,
thing.
it looks great, but other than that, like the storyline to me was just, it wasn't that good.
I think this is going to be an interesting, you know, what does Amazon do with this property? Are they going to make more movies? Are they going to try to do a whatchamacallit, a She-Ra series or TV show or movie or something? Like, you know, they have the rights, you know, they can go all in right now if they want to. So I guess we'll see. Yo, shout out to Draconis coming through with 5 gifted memberships. Hail to Draconis, always helping out, dropping some love. Let's go ahead and give Draconis his flowers. Thank you very much, Draconis. He's a big time supporter, just like Nick Knack, who I also laced up in the chat. You guys can do that as well. They have their own emojis, and so you can celebrate the love that they give this channel with some emoji love. And then we got Ruby Hoo dropping 1 Derek the DA membership. Thank you, Ruby Hoo, for what you do as well. Ruby also has her own emoji. It's a little Ruby, all right, which I will drop in the chat for her. Thank you guys, both Bootzilla and Ruby Hoo, for all that you guys do. Or not Bootzilla, Draconis. Bootzilla, he always comes through as well. Nick Knack comes back with another 5 in case the Doolies forgot during their what is that, New Year's Eve live? Katie promised a live mac and cheese cooking stream. What up, Doolies? Keep your promises. Wait a minute, Katie. You promised a cooking stream on New Year's Eve, and you haven't delivered yet.
Snap.
What are we talking about?
We had a whole argument about whether or not
Somehow-
mac and cheese was Christmas food. You said it so much so, and then you said that you would do like a whole stream showing people how you make your mac and cheese.
So wait, Andy, how come you ain't held her accountable for this?
To
How
be
come you
fair, it's
haven't held
like, you know, we're like 5 months away from Christmas. You know what? She can cook the macaroni during Christmas then. Like, come on,
I got you.
Right?
You know how it is,
I'll
GA.
do it.
My question for Andy is, how good is the macaroni and cheese? Like, can she throw
Yeah.
down? I'm very particular about
Fire?
mac and
Have
cheese.
you seen Andy? This
Thoroughbred.
motherfucker is huge. He's not eating no
I
macaroni.
mean, I've seen it, but still.
He doesn't eat mac and cheese.
I don't need mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. I don't like Katie's mac
You're
and cheese.
such a
that's
liar. Don't lie.
I'm joking.
All right. We don't want to cause no issues tonight. But look, Katie, hey, you got to keep your
I got you, bro.
promises.
I got
Nick
you.
Knack got you, like, calling you out.
from New Year's Eve. Like,
Katie puts that American sliced cheese on her macaroni and cheese.
Who-
Damn.
Oh no,
Damn.
no,
Not the
Why are
crab.
you
Not the
on
crab.
fire?
Hey, how do-
single.
How do we
forget it. I
kick
was gonna
Katie
ask
off?
for a plate.
How do we
Oh,
kick Katie
forget it.
off half of your camera? Can
Push
we
her
kick
off
her
the-
off half your camera?
What the
Just get her
hell?
out of there.
Why are we entertaining?
Just remove her mic.
No
Jesus.
one in the world would do that.
You have to
Stop
prove
it.
people wrong.
You'd be surprised, Katie.
That's
There's
a
a lot of
joke.
TikTok videos that people are doing that.
That's nasty and disturbing. Let's move
Katie,
on, please.
I am surprised. I am absolutely surprised. I can't believe.
Stop
you
it,
did
DA. Stop it before I start super chatting Hello Kitty stuff. Quit it.
that. Hey, if I got to deal with Hello Kitty, you got to deal with whack mac and cheese. All right.
Oh
Hey,
my
hail to Ruby Hoove coming through with $2. Hail, y'all. Ruby Hoove. Man, yeah, they talk about government cheese in the chat, man. What's going on?
That is
What do you
government
use,
cheese.
Katie?
American sliced cheese is government cheese. What
No,
do
no,
you
no.
mean?
What do you actually use? What kind of cheese do you actually
I-
use for your mac and cheese?
In all honesty, rarely ever make mac and cheese. Like legit, Andy will not eat mac and cheese. Like that is not something we make in our house.
It just sounds like he won't eat your mac and cheese. That's what
I'm
it
even
sounds
writing
like.
down DA's name. Katie's whack mac and cheese. That's gonna be the name of the stream. I love it. I even wrote it down.
Just
Oh man. Hey, thanks everybody for the soups. We appreciate it. Let's give some love to the super chatters and to the new members, and then it's on with the show. Yes, indeed. And to the new members, 6 of y'all, thanks to Draconis and Ruby Hoove. We appreciate it. All right. I want to talk about this situation. I put a post up in regards to Tom Holland saying that he is going to pass the mantle. I don't know if you guys saw this post. Tom Holland says they've already got a plan for him passing on the mantle of Spider-Man in the future. I have a really clear vision for the passing on of the baton. I think it's really exciting. Now, I said there is no mantle. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Anything else is identity theft. That's how I look at it. But some people pushed back. I got a lot of comments on this one. It looks like they're probably going to be setting up. Tom Holland's not going to play Spider-Man forever. We know that. And it looks like there is a plan to hand off Spider-Man to somebody else. Looks like Discussing Film is already saying it's going to be Miles Morales. Are you guys down for a Miles Morales handoff from Peter Parker? Is that going to have the same like oomph that Peter Parker has? What do you guys think?
no, it's gonna be lame as hell.
I feel like there's this feeling that it's just inevitable that it has to lead to Miles Morales. And it's like with the DC Elseworlds, I don't know why it has to be a continuity thing. I agree. I don't think it's a mantle. I'm not even against having Miles Morales pop up, but the idea that it's going to be a substitute for Peter Parker, I think is stupid.
Is stupid.
Yeah.
The idea that
Yeah.
somehow he's going to replace Peter Parker as a mantle of Spider-Man, that's silly.
Yeah.
But I think it also goes back to the whole argument they've seen online of people saying that Miles Morales is Miles Morales and Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
And it's true
And
because you
so-
call him Miles Morales.
And
like,
so by trying to do this, they're trying to make it seem like, well, Miles Morales now is going to be Spider-Man, and it's not going to work. People are not going to accept it.
it'd be so funny if he passes it to just another guy that looks just like Tom Holland, just to set the internet on fire.
Well, I mean, like I almost kind of hope, well, not exactly that he does that, but it's like the way that you went from Tobey Maguire to Andrew Garfield, and then you went to Tom Holland, right? So you had 3 different people playing Peter Parker. So I almost feel like he's saying, I mean, this is what I hope anyways, that he's like, oh, I'm going to pass the baton just to the new guy who's going to play Peter Parker. That's what I'm hoping he's saying anyways. I have no idea what he really means because, yeah, if it goes to,
Miles Morales.
If it goes to Miles Morales, I'm sorry, dude. That shit's over. Like it's gonna fail so bad. It's gonna fail.
Because
I don't care who it is. Like it's gonna fail
like
terribly.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Katie?
People were saying that the end credit scene, that awful whack end credit scene with the digital, the app thing.
Oh,
like
the little spider tracker. Yeah.
Yeah, like that was supposed to be saying it's Miles Morales.
I think that's Secret Wars.
I would hope it's Secret Wars. Yeah.
I thought so too, but people are trying to make it some like conspiracy thing of like that's supposed to be Miles Morales coming into that universe.
Do you see what Kata said? Like, because people are saying the person that Jean like possessed, the black dude.
Yeah.
They're like, that's Miles Morales. And he was like, so just anytime there's a black guy in a Spider-Man film, people like that.
That's Miles Morales.
I saw that. Yeah. Yeah. Anytime there's a black dude that pop up in the Spider-Man movie, oh, that must be Miles Morales. It's like, come on, bro. That's ridiculous, man. Hey, hail to Rockefeller Plaza joining us. Hey, Rock, what's up, man? How you doing?
What up? What up? What up,
Rock,
everybody?
you ready for Miles Morales to show up as Spider-Man? Is that the baton handoff that they're going to do?
I don't like the mantle word. You know, I never liked that. But I mean, you know, like when the reason I like Miles Morales is because he's also Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Verse. So if they try to pass a mantle like they did in Spider-Man 2, the video game, the audiences aren't going to like it. But what I was going to say about what Andy was talking about, Kata's post. That post where he's like, you know, I guess we got a black guy. That's got to be Miles Morales. If you go into the comments, somebody actually posted the picture that of the kid he saves, and everybody thinks that's really Miles Morales, not the fucking black dude. It's like, yo, what's up, man? Hey, I'm a fucking full-grown adult. No, he's like fucking a kid. He'd be like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. So by the time Pete's done with college, he could be his mentor, like to a 15-year-old. So he wouldn't be fucking a 30-year-old man like, yo, what's up, homie? What's your name? What you doing out here, Spider-Man? No, that's just a joke that Kata fucking posted. But the kid, if you go into Kata's comments, you'll see the kid that we're talking about that everybody thinks is actually Miles. And most likely it is because the age was set up and the whole mantle word is fucking stupid. Don't say mantle. When Nestor asked me about this earlier in my chat, I said, we the fans make this shit up. You don't. Anybody that watched SummerSlam this weekend, we had. Oh, this is Fiba. This new black African is the future. Me, white man, I'm the past. This is the future. This is the mantle. I'm passing it, guys. Like, hey, look.
You can't create a mantle to pass to somebody. That the fans,
we the fans
come
up with that bullshit.
Correct, Rock.
Yeah,
you're 100%
you can't give a mantle.
Correct. Yeah. We decide the handoffs, the whatever. You know, we decide that. You can't manufacture something like this. Look, I don't have a problem with the character of Miles Morales, but Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Okay? If you want to say Miles Morales is a Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse or whatever, I ain't going to be mad at you. I'm not going to cut you down. It's like
and the spin they call him.
Spin.
Yeah.
Why not just call him a rat
he's hip hop. He's spinning around.
Kid. Just do it.
Yeah, that's what I said, man. They should have gave him his own identity, his own name, not Spider-Man. It would have been fine. Yeah, but this is not a handoff. Spider-Man is not a mantle. I don't feel like Spider-Man is a mantle, just like I don't feel like Superman is a mantle or Batman is a mantle. Batman is Bruce Wayne. Superman is Clark Kent. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. That's just the way it is. You can't get away from that. I always say
he got his powers from being bit by a specific spider, and it's like, okay, you're telling me every other person just gets bit by a different kind of spider, and they happen to become a Spider-Man? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
yeah,
like Bruce Wayne, like becoming Batman or whatever, like whatever. Like you can find ways to make somebody go through, I don't know, or like have people who went through certain types of trauma, and then all of a sudden they become that kind of person. And they're like, no, I can be this person. And, you know, they might be a little bit different than Batman or whatever, but they're going to still, they might be able to uphold the mantle for a second. But it's like when you have like a specific thing, like being bit by a very specific spider, yeah, that's totally different, man. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, it's
I agree.
like it's the whole package, though. Like you're saying, it's like the dual identities. There are people like, dude, I was one of them. I wasn't really happy with Tom Holland as Spider-Man until this film because I felt like they had changed too much with not having the Uncle Ben dynamic. So the idea that you're going to have a Spider-Man that has a completely different origin story, culture, and life, and that you don't. When we've got so many variants of Spider-Man anyways, and we've always separated them, whether it's the Scarlet Spider, like that's not a new thing. It just felt like people wanted to fight about this as like making a point.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, sure. But
I just,
I don't know.
again, I wish they just had given Miles Morales his own identity. Is he's Arachnid or Iraq Boy or something like that.
Iraq Kid. Just call him Iraq Kid.
Yeah, something, anything other than Spider-Man.
That's a way doper name.
Going to be Spider-Man.
Like,
I always do this. I always say, all right, let me do the $1,000 question on the street. All right, I got $1,000 in my hand right now. What's Spider-Man's secret identity? You get one chance. You got 5 seconds to answer. Go. Everybody's saying Peter Parker. Everybody's saying Peter Parker. That's how you know who Spider-Man is. Nobody's saying Miles Morales. Okay. Nobody's saying Ben Reilly or any of these other cats. They're saying Peter Parker, give me my $1,000. That's a test you can run anywhere because that's the reality of the situation.
Hold on. Like Piers Morgan. Now, hold on. Somebody's saying Miles Morales over here.
Nobody's saying Miles Morales to that
because
I'm giving you $1,000 right now, Rock. I give you $1,000.
Both of those Spider movies. Both of those Spider-Man.
What's your answer, Rock?
Spider-Verse cartoon movies are way better
What's your answer?
than this fucking piece of shit film. All the Spider-Verse cartoons, both of them, and we haven't gotten a third one yet, are both better than this shitty ass film we've been talking about. I heard somebody say we weren't clowning on this movie enough, and we're back to talking about nerd shit. You want to know some nerd shit? This movie sucks. Go watch it on Twitter. It's out there right now. Trust me. Just like when y'all first met me, and I told you the film was being I watched it for a second time. The first 5 minutes, I was yawning. I'm like, this fucking movie sucks. And we didn't get but 2 seconds of Tombstone. I'm gonna drop you off this ledge. You think you live? I'm fucking Spider-Man. You think I won't just fucking swing back up? What are you talking about? I mean, it's dumb.
So you're mad that this movie didn't have a lot of Tombstone?
I'm mad because people are hyping this fucking movie up and talking that it's fucking awesome and shit when it sucks, and they didn't give Spider-Man they gave Into the Spider-Man Spider-Verse a chance, but Across the Spider-Verse they didn't give a chance. And when I bring it up, like, that's one of the best written Spider-Man movies there is, and everybody's, oh, that movie sucks, but they're talking this up like it's the best thing handed to us ever. This is the worst Spider-Man movie of all 9, including the 2 Spider-Verse movies.
You are.
Yeah, I am tripping.
I
am tripping. I'm a real fan of Spider-Man.
Y'all
open up. Y'all open up your shit and show me all your Spider-Man stuff and prove me wrong that you're not a real fan. I know what Spider-Man is. This is not Spider-Man.
I
I
guess.
don't know. I just have a giant fucking tattoo. What do you got?
You wrong. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like that pretty much defeats your argument that it was a bad movie. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I have permanent ink on me. What do you got? Let's go.
You got too much permanent ink.
I know, Rock. I appreciate your commentary because you are a Spidey fan, and so I respect your opinion on it. I think you're wrong, but I still respect that you have that opinion. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I think this is this is probably the third best Spider-Man movie out of all the movies. I think 2 and 1. All right, the OG Tobey Maguire's. I think that it's Spidey 2, Spider-Man 1, and then this one. I think this is better than No Way Home. What do y'all think? Where y'all at with it?
I think it's better than No Way Home.
Yeah, it's better than No Way Home. Some people are arguing that Homecoming's at least like a more cohesive story, but I enjoy this more than Homecoming.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with 2, 1, and then this.
Okay.
That is crazy.
I agree.
So Homecoming has the best villain and performance and action scenes of all 4 of the movies. And they're like, you know what? I like the Jean
definitely does not have the best action scenes
at all.
The villain's fine, but dude, like Tom Holland's not even that good in that film. Like he's Spider-Boy in that film. So if you're talking about the characterization of Spider-Man, that's why people like this. This felt like a Peter Parker film.
He's great in that film, bro.
Bro, he's terrible.
He's suffering from the loss of fucking
Morty and
Tony.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, well, Mr. Stark isn't in that movie. He dead, so he ain't Mr. Stark and shit in that
In
movie.
Homecoming?
Get it right.
Yes,
No, we're talking about No Way Home. No, I was talking about No Way Home. I said No Way Home. No, you said No Way Home. I jumped on No Way Home track.
They were talking about Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Yeah, he was talking about Homecoming.
Homecoming.
I heard Katie say No Way Home. Homecoming.
Look, I think Far From Home is the worst. This is the worst, like one of the worst Spider-Man movies ever. I cannot stand Far From Home.
That's
But
a cameo fest. That's the
terrible,
least
man.
favorite one. Yeah, that's a cameo fest.
Yeah. I'd rather watch Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, before I watch No Way Home again. I mean, Far From Home. Far From Home, I cannot stand that movie. That's a bad movie, man, all the way around. You know, and I know people that love and swear by that movie, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
If you got an X account, you can watch this Spider-Man movie right now. Just go on X and watch it.
Yeah, that's
within
it.
15 minutes, you'll be
How
yawning 3
many
times.
copies of like pirated copies or it's like my son was saying, Dad, another one came up, like because they're taking them down and then they just keep popping up, man. The pirates
Every
are
2
doing their work,
seconds.
man, because that thing is all over X.
Every 2 seconds. They're sharing
Yeah.
it. They're not selling it. So that's what we're talking about piracy. It's just sharing it. That's okay.
All right, look, I want to keep going with the MCU conversation because we did get some casting news. I don't know if you guys saw this. Samara Weaving lands the role of Emma Frost in upcoming Marvel Studios pick. So this is going to be our Emma Frost in the X-Men, Samara Weaving. How y'all feel about this, man? I actually think this is a hell of a casting,
That's
man.
the look.
I love Samara Weaving. She's an amazing actress. She's phenomenal. Like, she's great.
She's fucking awesome. I love her and like everything I've ever seen her in, like the Ready or Not or whatever movies. And, like,
Yeah, it's Ready or Not.
Yeah,
she's kind of like in my opinion, like an underrated scream queen. You know, like for horror movies.
Yeah,
like and like she kind of looks like. I don't know. What's her name?
She looked good.
What's the
Margot
girl's
Robbie.
name? Margot Robbie. She looks like her. She looks like a Margot Robbie knockoff.
Yeah,
but at the same
they're all
time,
Australian, man. There's like a factory in Australia that pumps these women out.
And on top of that, she happens to be Hugo Weaving's niece. So I don't know. But she kills it. Every time I've seen her in anything, she's good. She's good. I like her.
Look, I think the X-Men casting, I'm surprised they didn't announce this at Comic-Con because they obviously had it ready to go. They should have threw it out there, you know, but I guess they wanted to make sure that they let Spider-Man come out first. And now we have a Jean Grey and we got Samara Weaving. So that's a good thing. Here's a little clip of her talking about, you know, as soon as she, you know, like she's a big, I guess, Harry Potter fan. I thought this was a fun little clip. I don't know. I'm just going to share it. Samara Weaving talking about her fandom with Harry Potter and working with Daniel Radcliffe. Oh, unmute.
Honestly, I read that I've been such a Harry Potter fan. As soon as I was like, oh, Daniel Radcliffe's doing this movie. I'm going to do it just so I can like hang out and be friends with Daniel Radcliffe. Like, what? There's no question.
I can't believe people choose to do movies for other reasons than that.
Yeah.
Like, isn't like.
What are you talking about? My agent's going, are you sure? And I'm going, it's Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet a real life wizard. What are we doing? You know what the movie's about? I'm like, I don't care. Go to Germany with Daniel Radcliffe? Okay. I have a Harry Potter tattoo, though, and I had to wear really long socks, like, for all the stunt training, because I didn't want him to see it. I was trying to be cool, you know?
No way.
I was being like, yeah, I'm sorry, is it David? Is it... Darren, was it? Like,
did it ever come up? Did you ever tell
him? Yeah, and then one day I forgot to wear the socks, and he was like, is that a Potter tattoo? And I was like, it's about the books. I don't even know who you are. But honestly, I read that.
I love her personality, man.
Yeah.
I'm sold. This actress, I watch her whatever she's in because she's dope.
She's like that all the time. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like
I love her. I love her personality. Look, here
she just rolls with
better
it, man.
than Sid.
Like she's awesome.
Oh my God, here we go.
God damn it! You know, ban this guy. Who the fuck is this? Ban him. Ban him.
T, you got a link if you want to join up and talk, man. But I think she's a great Emma Frost.
You got a link right to the ban. right to the ban. You click on it and it'll ban you immediately. You fuck. No, I'm kidding.
We go back, man. We go back. We can't do that.
I'm not gonna ban
but
T.
yeah,
Get outta here.
I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to X-Men casting. This is now the thing. You know, like I don't really care about Doomsday and Secret Wars, and all right, we'll watch it. We'll talk about it. But now, what are they going to do with X-Men? Who's going to be Cyclops? Who's going to be, we know who Jean Grey is. Who's going to be Wolverine? Who's going to be, Professor X? Who's going to be Magneto? Like, I'm looking forward to X-Men casting. Now I'm locked in on that. So we got our first, or I guess our second X-Men casting with Samara Weaving. And I'm actually okay with this. I actually like this. And we might have a third coming up soon because guess who just met with a director to talk about being an X-Men? Obsession star Inde Navarette names Mystique as her dream role and details that Jake Schreier meeting. So Inde Navarette from Obsession. A lot of folks are saying that this might be Mystique. No,
that might be
I was saying
a dream role. That might be a dream role for someone like her. Like, think about it. If you think about her role from Obsession, like she went in and out of like different personalities pretty instantaneously. It's like that's kind of the perfect role for someone like her who just went and did a role like that, where it's like, hey, I can be whatever I need to be on the fly. I mean, obviously it was like the same person, but one was distressed and the other was, overly obsessed or whatever. But it's like, man, that might be the perfect role for her. We'll see. I can see her going for it.
I can see her as a Jubilee.
I can see her going for it. No.
Mystique is awful for her. That's an awful choice. Like, no.
I think, yeah. Like, look, I said Kitty Pryde would be good. What were you saying, Katie, Andy? What do y'all got?
I think that like she's almost too good of an actress to be like, because when you play Mystique, you keep shifting to other people. Yeah, like,
and she's not going to be,
which is perfect.
She's not going to be pretending. It's not like they're not going to make her look like Cyclops and have her act it out. They're just going to have the actor who, they just swap.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, they don't have her pretend to be them.
I think the reason they're going to use her is because the X-Men 97 thing. Like, you know how like Rogue's like, Mama, help! She's like Nightcrawler and Rogue's mom. They're going to use more of that than the old Mystique trope from the fucking Fox movies. Like, like Jennifer Lawrence, the girl. I think she'll be more of the mother figure who's like rude to her kids and is kind of like, which would be up Inde Navarette's fucking acting from Obsession. If you took her character from Obsession and look at the picture right here that she's sitting next to, if you know X-Men 97, how I'm about to say fucking Rogue. What the fuck's his bitch name? Mystique's fucking is that she's the mom to her Nightcrawler, to fucking the guy we just saw, not Bolivar Trask. I'm gonna get the fucking names wrong. But if they go that route and don't make her as a main villain, as an antagonist, but a storyline user, I think she'd be good for it. I think she'd be good for it because if you think, I think Kitty Pryde, help. That fucking thing.
Think Kitty Pryde is perfect. I can't see Jubilee. I don't think Jubilee works. Rogue, I don't know about Rogue.
Jubilee
There's a lot of different characters you can slot her in, but she wants to be Mystique. She wants to be Mystique. That's how she looks at it. So we'll see what happens. But I don't think that she fits Mystique at all. Me personally. Yeah. Angel, what you think?
I mean, I personally think that she could play. I want her to see her in a role that she's going to show some range. I don't want to see her as Mystique. As what Katie is saying, you're going to see her more in makeup and anything, and then you're going to see more other characters playing the role compared to her. And Mystique, to me, doesn't really have a big influence in the Marvel universe in that way, like in my opinion. Maybe I'm just thinking of it as far as the 20th century Mystique, but to me, I just can't see it. I want to see her play a prominent role, a bigger role than Mystique. I want to see her as one of the X-Men. So, I mean, to me, I want to see her maybe as Jubilee. I could see her as Psylocke. She could probably play that one as well.
Bro, she's Indian. Jubilee's Asian. So you got to think of, and if I'm
Yeah,
thinking
but I'm
of
just
people,
saying, just the look with her hair, the dark hair, and everything. I mean, you know, they'll
she Asian
race
passable?
swap things real quick, and they did it in the last movie. So I don't know. It's a lot of range for her, so she could play almost anything, to be honest with you. But I don't want to see her as Mystique. Anything other than Mystique, I want to see her play a role in.
So when I'm looking at Frost and Nightcrawler, it looks like they're doing the X-Men 97 X-Men. And I'm trying to think like other characters they got in there, chicks they could be like. They're doing Polaris right now. I wouldn't see her being Polaris. We just said Jubilee. Who's another chick that they're doing X-Men 97? Think of those people, because we've already came across, well, whether you know it or not, Mystique. We've already came across Mystique in X-Men 97 season 2. We've already came across Samara Weaving. What's her fucking character? Emma Frost in this. So it looked like they're setting up the exact same characters we got from the cartoon to transition over to the, I would assume she's going to play one of those characters that we've already seen. So it could be in her wheelhouse. You know what? Yeah, we've only seen the girl do one fucking acting thing, and she's done Obsession pretty good, where she played 2 different people, a normal girl and then a fucking psyched out fucking, so I think she could do it, but like, to Andy's credit, it's not going to be her acting as some dude. It's going to be me acting. So as long as I'm acting good, it looks like I'm acting good.
Did you ever see her in Superman and Lois?
I remember her from Superman and Lois. I've only seen a couple of episodes, but I do remember her being in it. I don't recall how good or bad she was.
She's just kind of like friendly girl next door. Like, she would fit. It's like you're saying, like maybe one of the X-Men you see more often. Like, I think and I think that's what people like about her in Obsession, is when she's not freaky Nikki, she's endearing. You might be wasting a little bit seeing her as Mystique.
Look, the casting that I think is going to really bring it home is Cyclops. I think they got to really get that Cyclops down pat. And a lot of people have been saying that Patrick Schwarzenegger would be the perfect Cyclops. Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. I can see this.
I can absolutely
see this guy. I don't know his acting
the height,
range, but
the look.
He's got the height and he's got the look. Exactly, Angel. I wouldn't mind seeing Patrick Schwarzenegger step into the role if his acting is up to par. But this right here, to me, this is the casting that they got to make sure, because they've kind of sidelined. Look, James Marsden was a good Cyclops, but they kind of sidelined him a little bit in the movies. I want to see Cyclops be front and center as the leader of the X-Men. And I think that this guy could absolutely kill it. All right. Depending again on how he fits in with the role, his acting and all of that. But he looks the part.
Did anybody like the last Cyclops we got with Sophie Turner's Jean Grey? I don't know the actor's name.
I can't even remember who that dude was.
Wasn't the dude from Ready Player One?
Yeah, he was from Ready Player One.
I didn't like his look at all, but I thought I liked his acting. I didn't like him as I liked what he tried, and I thought he was a decent actor, but I didn't like him, and I sure in hell didn't like Sophie Turner. I was like, those two botched the whole movie. You need to get these right. Cyclops, we already got Jean wrong, but Cyclops, this looks like a steer in the right direction.
Yeah, it really depends on his look. TPPT says he can't act. Look, that's the key. Can he act? Can he pull it off? Because if he can pull it off, look, that's my guy. Because he looks great as Cyclops. All right,
it's Marvel. You don't have to act.
Let me hit these soups up real fast. Knick Knack for $5. DA. I refuse to watch your show until Ankh T acknowledges he's really rabid for Rachel, because lately he's been talking whack on here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Knick Knack, if T was actually rabid for Rachel. We haven't seen rabid for Rachel in a minute. It was somebody else that it came through. It was like, it wasn't Rachel. Who was the other one? Oh God, I can't remember. It might have been Millie. But yeah, somebody had stepped in for Rabbit for Rachel, who was one of our greatest trolls ever. Like historic troll on my channel. And I miss Rabbit for Rachel, man. Got the job done, man. Great engagement. Yeah, bring it back, man. At Rabbit for Rachel, but I don't think it's T. I don't think it's T, but yeah, we'll see. Thank you very much, Knick Knack. 4 to 5. Thomas Dean for $4.99. Oh shit, Rock. LOL. You align with EFAP on this movie, although I don't know if they think it's the worst Spider-Man movie, period. I didn't hear what EFAP said. What did they say about it?
I don't know if it's the worst
EFAP
Spider-Man,
hear what they said about it?
It's the worst Tom Holland Spider-Man, period. It's a tie for one of the worst with Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. I don't know which one of those is the worst, but both of them suck. So it's in a tie for the third place for the shittiest fucking films. The two Andrew Garfields and this one.
Rock like crazy shit, man. I don't know what you didn't like about this movie, Rock.
Yeah.
Again, man.
Jean Grey, the murdering psychopath whore that she was, Angel.
So,
she
but
killed
that
people.
ain't Spidey,
Stop
man.
saying
Like,
Watch
like
it.
you
She
got
ain't murder nobody.
You finally got a good Spider-Man, bro. You finally got Peter Parker Spider-Man. All right, that's what you got, and you mad at this?
We got Spider Girl, and one of
it's
my
not
favorite
Miles
things
Morales,
about Spider-Man.
that's why he's mad.
No, let me hear me out. The thing about
He's
Spider-Man,
a Miles Morales
every
fan.
Yep.
single
You're right about
Spider-Man
that,
film,
Angel.
Spider-Man's considered goes through loss. Whether it's Uncle Ben, whether it's fucking Iron Man, he loses somebody. Who did Spider-Man lose in this film? Oh, that's right. Nobody. Jean Grey lost somebody. And who did Jean Grey learn the lesson from? Aunt May. This isn't the Spider-Man film. This is the fucking Jean Grey shitty ass introduction.
He lost his friends.
He
Remember,
lost
he
his
had
aunt.
Every
He lost his
single
girl in
movie.
this
He was bringing,
but that's
yeah, he
I understand
flowers
that.
to Aunt
But
May every movie.
I understand
every
that. He should have lost MJ in this. When MJ
did.
said, "I'm not your fucking," he did. Well, why did he get a new girl and start that off? Who was that one
Why does
fucking
he have
bitch?
to
It's
get a
bad
new
writing.
girl?
Because
Why
he's
does
not
he
a
have to?
homo. He's
I
not
don't
fucking grabbing onto
understand,
Ned's
dude.
hand saying, "Hey, look at my handshake,
You're
bro.
on some
Let's make
Dawson
out.
Creek
You're pretty
type
cool."
nonsense right now. He got to get a new girl. Come on, man. Seriously?
Beta's
Come on.
This is not Spider-Man. They didn't introduce any of the fucking other characters. Like I said, when D says this was another film before Marvel fucked it up, that girl was obviously supposed to be Gwen Stacy. We all agree on that, right? And then he walks out like,
No.
"Why are you wearing my clothes?" Because Marvel made you wear his fucking some chick's clothes. That's why. That was supposed to be a normal greeting between a man and a woman going up and down an
He had
elevator.
to do
And
with
when
it, man. He
and then when
wasn't about
Zendaya
to press
says,
he had to
"You know
do
what?
with it.
I got a boyfriend." He's supposed to. The second time he meets that chick, it's not supposed to be because I'm dressed in your clothes. It's supposed to be like, "Hey, I'm Peter. Nice to meet you." "Oh, I'm Gwen," and you have a wholesome and fucking. But we don't do that now. Now it's, "Oh, I'm in a fucking really tight female shirt. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be wearing your clothes, bitch. I'm gay." It's the same dumb shit that Disney always does, and I'm tired of it. This isn't Spider-Man. They've ruined everybody else. Why not ruin Spider-Man? Because they don't own him. You know what I mean? Fuck no. I'd rather have Iron Man back.
All right, you heard him. There you go.
So not the worst. One of the
Nick
worst.
Nack coming back with another $5. I wonder if Disney will learn from the Spider-Man success to translate to Star Wars. What do you guys think? I think they are
Nothing.
cooked when it comes to
Yeah,
Star Wars.
they'll learn nothing.
Nope.
Yeah, they won't learn their lessons. Look, I got
Unless they work
Star
with somebody
Wars
else.
as a topic coming up a little bit later, so we'll talk about it then, Nick Nack. But yeah, I don't think they'll learn anything. I think Star Wars is already done. It's cooked.
This is
Heard
also
Tom Holland is Luke
this is
Skywalker.
also Sony, not Disney. So yeah, there's
Yeah.
also that problem.
Yeah, well, but I mean, will Disney learn any lessons from success anywhere? You know, like, yeah, like, hey, Sony is doing
No,
successful
absolutely
things.
not.
Can we learn from that? No, they can't.
They'll be
Not
like,
at
"Wow,
all.
this
Thank
movie
you.
had a girl boss in it. It's successful. We should put in. We should see they do like girl bosses. We should put a girl boss in the next film. That's what they'll learn from the shit. You know how Disney learns."
Thank you for the supers. I appreciate you guys. Let's give some love. What's going on with the children of blood and bone, y'all? There's a lot of drama around this show or this movie that's about to come out in January. And to the point that I was making earlier, this is an all-black cast with pretty much an all-black crew as well. And there's a lot of drama going on right now with Children of Blood and Bone. Everybody's like starting to like feel, hey, I don't know if this movie's going to do that well, because it seems like the author is upset. You got, some backbiting going on behind the scenes. I don't know. Did you guys see that video with Tomi Adeyemi?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with her. I don't know anything about this series. Does anybody know anything about the series?
Nah, I just know that
It's
she
very
wrote this after
authentic.
the BLM riots. That supposedly she was inspired by the riots. So then she ended up creating the story of, you know, fantasy and everything like that. But, you know, all I know is that it sold well. You know, a lot of people liked the book. I was turned off by seeing the trailer. The trailer was just like, this is like Black Panther mixed with Harry Potter. Like, that's exactly what I seen from it. But
that's how I got. That's the feeling
a lot
I
of
got
people
as
liked
well.
it. Yeah, so we'll see how it does. But I mean, it's I think it was a lot of drama in the background in regards to production. I don't think she liked the way it was going. Like, I think that she felt like she should have had more say so into this, you know, story, but she didn't get that, and she didn't realize, you know, how Hollywood really works. Yeah, you created it, but you just created us a sheet of paper right now. We're gonna build it up from that point on. You know what I mean? That's all it really is. And she got caught up in that machine.
Yeah, I agree with what Angel says. Like, she was the co-writer on the script, though. So, like, I think as it progressed and was actually on set filming, because even, did you see the back and forth between her and Amanda Stenberg?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that too.
So it's like,
yeah, look, this is the, she put a video out. Let me share this. All right. Author Tomi Adeyemi, who previously distanced herself from Children of Blood and Bone film adaptation, claims she is still being antagonized behind the scenes. This film is also the worst thing I have ever had to live through. This is a 5-minute video. I don't know if I want to show the whole thing because she talks so slow. I mean,
I wouldn't even do it.
Put on 3 times speed.
Yeah, like,
bro, you know what? Let me put this on 2x. Hold on, let's put this to 2x.
And she'll still,
it's still too
talking.
But yeah, I mean, listen to the way. We'll watch it for a little bit just to hear the way that the author of the novel is talking about this particular work.
I'm going to post this so ideally I won't have to talk about this anymore. And what I'm about to share is not a secret to the people involved.
That might be too fast. Hold on.
It's a reality that I've had to live with for about 1.5 years. And everyone involved, at least at the highest level, has been made aware of this reality. And they haven't done anything to make it better. If anything, they've only antagonized me. And I accept that. But I also accept if I don't say something, I think it's just going to be worse. I'm not going to speak on what I endured to make it through the young adult trilogy. And I'm not going to speak about everything that I also suffered through or endured
today, Junior,
to make the adaptation a reality.
She says she's not going to speak about it.
I'm actually only going to speak about.
Damn right she ain't. It's fucking taking her forever to speak. She ain't speaking same shit.
After I left that set of my own film adaptation, hyperventilating and sobbing.
Probably took her
and there are many
7
witnesses
years to write a fucking children's.
So it's not really a secret. I came back to America and suffered such severe somatic pain.
Oh
and
my
so many
God.
panic attacks.
No wonder they didn't want her on the fucking set.
That I would never, ever be able to watch this film.
Dude, she blinks faster than she talks.
She will never watch the movie. Mm-hmm. She says she suffered such trauma that she will never, ever watch the movie of the books that she wrote. Like, this is the trauma, I guess, that she, went through when it comes to this. Let's let her.
I made peace with that. But as it is being marketed, and as I'm still being antagonized behind the scenes, which is where I hoped all of this would stay, it's become apparent to me that reality needs to at least be made known so that you guys can understand.
Hurry up, Junior. Jesus Christ.
How this film, which I worked on to make it a little better for us to be alive, is also the worst thing I've ever had to live through.
Wow.
She's
And I
sitting in the
don't
corner
wish
doing
to
this on the
speak
set
on
the
it
whole fucking
anymore.
time, talking to herself. People are like, what's the matter with that bitch?
I don't know if that's possible.
Making the
I
movie all
understand
crazy.
that I have a public presence.
She's
And that this
probably
is a global
right. It's
project.
probably terrible.
Yeah,
Well, the
dude.
thing about it, I mean,
But you sold it to the rich white slavers. You don't give a fuck when you make money. When you sell your shit and you get a check for it, you walk away. They call you there to make the story look.
no, she wrote the
Nah,
script.
Rock,
She wrote
nah.
the
They
script.
don't want her fucking input. They don't
You're
want
Well,
her
they
input
they
at all.
do.
It's
No, they
different with
did
the
want her
black
input.
community,
Rock.
though.
She wrote the script. She helped write the
If
script.
you coming
for
on
the-
here
for the-
talking like this on a Hollywood movie set where it sits go 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 fast fast fast, and you're taking 20 minutes to get out one sentence, we don't
Yeah,
need you
she's-
here.
look.
Production
Look,
costs a
I
lot
ain't
of
mad
cash.
at that because she
Nah,
took
but it-
way
the
too
thing
long
is,
to say nothing.
But she's around a whole black cast. I guarantee you, half of them in the beginning were hyping
You
her
gotta
up,
speak up.
telling her,
You got a
"Oh my
black
God, we
cast?
love your work. You're such a beautiful black
She's over here
queen. You
in
got
the corner,
such input. We're gonna listen to you. We're gonna this. We're gonna
herself.
that." And as soon as she seen the
Reading
machine rolling,
Script.
she didn't like what she seen. You know what I mean? Like, you have to give her that benefit of the doubt. Like, she seems very naive. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, she just thought that she was selling her
I
project
gotta
to
work.
somebody.
I gotta work.
that she
I gotta work
admired.
on a schedule. I gotta work on a schedule and be up to date with stuff. Oh, that's crazy. Fucking wild.
Don't think it was that.
That's what it
They-
sounds
they
like.
bumped her out,
That's what
dude.
it
She
sounds
sounds
like.
like an activist. She sounds
Well, I
like
can
a black
tell you, for
activist
those that don't
want
know
you
what's
to
There's harder
listen to it.
activists on that cast compared to her. Let's just be real. Amanda,
Look, here's
whatever
the
her
trailer
name is,
right
is a
here.
harder
Exactly.
activist.
So when you get too many
You know what I'm saying?
activists
So
in
there's
one
other
room,
people
Angel,
on
all you're
there that
doing
are
is
big
butting
time.
heads. When you get two
Voices in
activists
here,
in one
the big
room,
heads they got on there, Viola Davis, Idris
It's
Elba, they got
activists.
all these big heads in there that all want their input and is going to tell you, I want to do this, I want to do it this way, I want this, I want that. They probably didn't care about her input. That's what I'm saying. Like, they hyped
Yeah,
her up to make
I
her
agree.
feel good about this, and they didn't care about any of her input. That's why this
Yeah,
movie looks
and-
horrible. I wouldn't even back it up if I was her too. It looks bad.
I've
It looks
been
like a
caught being racist
bad,
again,
like
Angel.
History
So-
Network movie. That's what this looks like.
It
All
does.
this bad fighting. It's horrible, dude. Come on, man.
Angel,
Discovery
when I
Network.
first saw this,
Huh?
Angel, I was like, dude, Little Nas X is in this shit, bro. I was like, oh wait, then I realized that I'm racist. That's not Little Nas X. That's
Then
Damn
seeing that
Son
cat
Idris.
playing the role, he should have been Black Panther instead of the other guy. That pissed me
Yes.
off just hearing
Yeah.
him in his African voice. Oh my God, we need to. I was like, yo, that's Black Panther right there.
But wasn't that
pissed
one of the
me off
things she was
seeing
really
that,
upset
but-
by? Was
He be
she
banging
did all this research?
Humwa's daughter though. He can't be Black Panther. He be
That's
banging,
racist.
Hardy's daughter,
That's so right.
Steve Hardy's
Weren't you-
daughter. He be
weren't you
banging.
saying
it.
Not
like that
because
was
you
part of
know,
the problem?
Do
Yeah,
y'all
this
see
guy
this
will-
cast? This cast is like all
it's
star.
stacked. Yeah, they're all
So
stacked.
This is
Egos,
a
all
stacked
egos.
cast, y'all.
All egos.
It's stacked cast, but the fucking trailer is trash.
But I also,
I'm sorry, it's just trash. Like,
And then
how do you
imagine
have
her just-
have nothing? How do you go to like the all-star NBA team or whatever, and it's like, but then it's like, here's the highlights, and everybody's just missing all their shots. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that's what this trailer is. It's just like, hey, we all suck right now, but you want to watch us in a movie? Fuck no. Nobody wants to see this.
It doesn't
What
look
are you
bad.
talking about?
He
It
is
doesn't
day
look
one.
bad.
T's
It
there
doesn't
day
look like a
one.
bad film.
It looks terrible.
D is
No,
hyped.
he's
Well,
there
What was
day
you
one.
about to
bad
say,
mark on
Katie?
it.
Katie
Beyonce
was
track.
about to say something. What was you about to say, Katie?
no, I said she probably is also upset because she said she did a ton of research into like African culture to write her books. And we all know that in Hollywood, they do not care about any of that. We saw them blanket stuff for Wakanda. Like, they're known for doing like African culture as like a blanket term, even though it's not.
Yeah.
And so I don't think any of this is actually accurate. She probably got frustrated on set when they're like, well,
Mhm.
it shouldn't really
Probably
matter.
said Viola, why are you doing the racist African accent? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
because the accents
yeah.
aren't on point either. They're kind of all over the place.
Also, Mandela just.
And then I
I'm
think they
tired of-
got into it with the
Amanda
Mandela.
looks so out of place in this movie.
Oh,
And she specifically said, now I don't know if originally she was fine with it and then she changed her mind because that was the controversy in the back and forth between her and Amandla. She didn't want Amandla to be the princess. And they decided they were
She's
keeping
not
her.
supposed to be the princess. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
so
she
that
looks just like
upset
Amanda,
her
but older.
because
but older.
Amandla shouldn't have been the princess in her movie.
what was the
And
reason?
She didn't. She said she wasn't dark. Her skin tone wasn't the right.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
She's
no.
passable. She's
Katie
not
is
black,
right because it's
you
about
know?
color, like the
She's
whole
black
colorism.
Dude,
that
that's
comes
just
into
wild that like you're too not black enough to be, or like you're too
play.
white
Look,
to be
look,
that
a lot
black.
of folks don't
It's
understand
Hollywood,
this.
baby.
Look, a lot. It's not even Hollywood, man. Look. I can tell y'all from my
That's
standpoint,
crazy work.
because
That's
I grew
crazy
up
work.
as a light-skinned black kid in the 90s or in the late 80s,
Hey,
early
me
90s.
too, man. I understand.
Colorism
Yep.
is an absolute thing. We got so much sweat, man. Like if you was a light-skinned brother back in the day, when I was coming up, bro, we was sweated hard, man. Like you had to be dark skinned, like super dark, in order to get any kind of play from the ladies, man.
Like
you didn't get any
You had to-
women.
you had to
I'm
be black,
telling
be
you,
black,
man, you
black,
didn't
be
get
black,
no
black, black.
play
They used
unless
to
you was.
clown.
You had to be chocolate brown, bro. Like everybody loved Big Daddy Kane. Like when I was coming up, Big Daddy Kane was the dude. And it's like if you wasn't Big Daddy Kane,
DA grew up when you had
to
to be under the bed dark. All right, like that.
You had to be dark, bro. And so no.
like-
But the thing about it is the colorism is legitimately a thing in the black community. Like colorism, light skin, dark skin, or whatever. There's a lot of that, and you see that in other countries as well. But absolutely in the black community. And Amanda Stenberg is supposedly too light skinned to be the character that she plays in this movie. She's supposed to be dark, and I did a couple of videos about this already. She's supposed to be
they want to be
dark-skinned.
authentic, D. And if it's one thing we know about know, African authenticity is there's no white people in Africa. I mean, we all know that, right, Andy? Africa. Only
Well, I'll
breeds
tell you right
black
now,
people.
though, Stenberg's not a natively African last name. So like,
Wait, Stenberg is not an African name? You're kidding
bro.
me.
You don't know. You don't know the struggle.
To be fair, Andy knows
Christopher
about
Williams.
South Africa. Andy knows
Y'all
South
don't know.
Africa
Y'all
better
don't know
than
what
Andy.
I was dealing with.
I
lived through that.
Andy knows South Africa better than.
That he knows
any
it's
of
only
us
black
here.
people, so this is very authentic. Though he knows
if you want to be
this is an
100%
authentic version.
honest,
I'm being serious.
in South
I'm
Africa,
actually
she
being
wouldn't
serious.
get cast as a black role. They would never cast her as a black character.
No, they wouldn't.
But it's also why, like, even though we're joking about the Princess and the Frog, if they actually do cast anyone like the shade of Amanda Stenberg or Zendaya, people will riot. Like, that's
absolutely.
not joking. Like, people will freak out. Like,
everybody doesn't understand. Like, colorism.
We'll get another Little Mermaid
for black people is a
not
real
Tiana.
thing. Yeah, Zendaya. There's no way in the world Zendaya is going to be able to play Princess Tiana or anybody of her skin tone. Absolutely not. Yeah, black people absolutely. You saw what happened with
Mm-hmm.
what's the name? The girl from Lilo and Stitch.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
and that was like ridiculous.
Hey, that still almost made $1 billion. To be fair,
No, Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion.
It did make a
oh,
billion.
did it hit $1 billion?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I thought
People
it
were
was
still
just
upset.
under.
Nope, it was billion. People are still upset though.
Look, he talking about Kid and Play, but they didn't like Kid. They loved Play. I lived through it. Y'all can't tell me about this colorism stuff, man.
I remember back in the days, people that light skinned cats are always
man.
getting clowned, dude. But they used to get clowned most of the time. They get all the ladies. Them light skinned cats always getting the girls.
That's a wild ass. That's a
Christopher
wild
Williams.
Comment, but all right.
Out
Y'all,
the
man,
shore.
look, all right, that's West
Angel
Coast.
just said it
Maybe
right
out
there.
on the East
Angel
Coast,
just hit it
y'all
on the
was
head.
struggling. On the
Them
West
brothers get
Coast,
some play.
man,
They
bro.
hate it on. Them light skinned brothers get them play, don't they, Angel? They get hated
We got
on for
man,
that
we
shit.
got
They
sweated,
the best
man.
of both
We
worlds.
couldn't get no ladies, man. You had to be dark. Look, chocolate brown. If you wasn't chocolate brown, if you was light like me, man, you wasn't getting nothing. All right, that's just the way it was. And so colorism is a real thing. Now, look, I'm not one way or the other with it. I think it's all stupid, but that's probably part of what was playing into it. Like Katie said, and Amanda Stenberg shouldn't have been cast in that role. She's too light-skinned to be in that role. That's just the way it is. They had they described the character as dark-skinned, the color of an oak tree. Amanda Stenberg is not the color of an oak tree at all. So if that's what's happening, then yeah, I can understand exactly why, there's some pushback, there was some consternation, and there was a lot of people. Like, if we could find that, let me find that video, because Steph from My Nerdy Home had posted it up, and it was like, yeah, this is what this thing is about. Let me see this real quick. She had posted this up on Amanda Stenberg, and I think I still have it. Let me see it. Where is it?
Yeah, again, I think it could be a good film. It's got a stacked fucking cast in it. You know, I know we're getting a lot of shit over it not being authentic because it's only blacks and they're doing all that, and this girl's having. It could be a good film though. From what I see from the trailer, it's not that bad. But trailers have been going.
I got a question for y'all after this, but look, all right. So here's Amanda Stenberg talking about she's leaving Instagram and she's not going to be active on social media because of the Children of Blood and Bone casting. And I did a video on this. Here she's talking about like she was getting backlash for The Hate U Give, which was another movie where they said you're too light skinned to play this particular role, but she got cast in it. She did it. Everybody was cool with it. All right. Now,
but ain't she biracial? Isn't her mom white? Am I wrong? Isn't she biracial?
Yeah, she's mixed, man. She's mixed.
Yeah. So it's like
I don't think it's her mom. I think it's her father. Her name is.
Well, I know she's like her parent or one of her parents is
I think
white,
it's her father.
Like,
I think it's her father, if I'm not mistaken.
Who cares? People talk about this. You should have been hearing this all your life. Who gives a fuck? You know, like I said.
But look. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So the children, you see this, the Children of Blood and Bone wiki. All right, you see this up here. This is the character that she was playing. Okay. Amari, all right, Princess Amari, and you can see how she's, like saying, okay, first thing I did was I looked up the character that I was supposed to play.
Looked up a picture of the character. This was the first thing that I saw on the Wikipedia page, and I said, hold up. I was so excited to see that there was this depiction of this character that I could potentially be perfectly suited for. When I read the novel, I read this story about this kingdom where magical people who are described as having darker skin are oppressed for their magical capabilities, and people who look more like me are the ruling class and the oppressors. And so I thought,
I mean, she's literally saying right there that the people that look like her are the ruling class and the oppressors, and she's playing the hero. She's playing one of the heroes. It's like Amanda, did you not just listen to she just said it.
Who's saying the oppressors aren't the heroes, D?
Are oppressed for their magical capabilities, and people who look more like me are the ruling class and the oppressors. And
it's like, what the fuck? Why would you take the role?
It's like the Black Panther Ryan Gosling thing, dude.
It's like, why the hell are you taking this role, Amanda?
I'm so done.
She need a check. She ain't getting roles. That's the point. She's
but look. So once she got cast in this role, and let me just kind of forward this along. The people from Children of Blood and Bone came back and they changed the Wikipedia to a dark-skinned chick.
Oh, what?
Well, this is easily fixable, D. All you gotta do is just put some makeup on her and just darken up her features, right?
Oh my God!
Just darken up her skin tone. Put some darker makeup on. She'll be fine. Oh, you can't do that now.
Well, her first mistake was she believed Wikipedia.
Hold up now. Y'all not putting that much effort to try to catch me out. It's a psyop at this point. Now, the first time that Amari...
That's too fucking funny, man. They said, "Oh, this chick, no, she's feeling herself. She's
Anybody can do that.
Oh no, she's thinking she's perfect for the role, bro." That was so fucking funny when I first saw that, man. I fell the fuck out, man. I could not believe that's what they was doing. They went on a Wikipedia page and they said, "No, let's change this to this dark."
Somebody go on Wikipedia and change it to a picture of me, so that way she looks completely different.
Oh man, but look, here's the question I got. Are black people that just got through crashing out over Wonder Man getting canceled and all these other black Marvel Cinematic Universe projects getting canceled, are they going to show up for Children of Blood and Bone?
Yeah, just so they could dress like them.
No,
nobody's showing up for this at all. Nobody's showing up for any of this.
Watch, you're going to watch. They're going to show up.
They'll argue about it online.
Oh, I'm gonna watch zero
exactly.
people. I'm gonna watch dozens of people show up for it. Just dozens, though.
They're going to show up just like they showed up for the Women King. And that got a 98% on Rotten Tomato, dude. It's up there.
Yeah, how did the
audience
Woman King
love it?
Box office wise? What was the box office for the Woman King?
Yeah, like I said, the 12s and 12s of people that saw that, the dozens and dozens, they loved it. I mean,
so 97
less
million
than 100 people. Man. Nobody knows because nobody saw it.
No, it was $97 million. And I think that I'll be shocked if you even get anywhere near there for that film.
This will do a little bit better because you'll get a little of that magic crossover. But
a little magic crossover.
Nobody's gonna watch it.
But
Magical Negroes.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do, man. We'll see how they do.
Magical
All right.
Dude, literally, you talking about it on this stream might get like 7 more people to see it. Like that's
all
literally
I've
it.
heard.
Out of
People trashing it.
just pure curiosity. That's it. Like
Right.
like you're doing the Lord's work here, DA. Good job.
I'm just
For
trying
their
to, I'm
shit
just trying to
movie.
ask questions, man. I'm asking questions because a lot of people get upset. Oh, there's not enough black representation. Now, look, let me say this. I hope that this film does well. I really do, because I want people to say, hey, we don't have to race swap. We can make our own stories. They can put like, hey, this is an African story set in Africa, casting a whole bunch of black people. Like, okay, let's do that. Because I've always said that. Adapt original African stories or mythology. Let's adapt that instead of race swapping, Helen of Troy, whatever, some stupid shit like that. Like, actually, do it correctly. If you care about representation, represent African culture and history the way it should be represented. If you care, but the reality is they don't care. They're just virtue signaling most of the time. That's usually what it is. So that's why we get a black Little Mermaid, a black Snape, and all of this stupid shit, because they just want to represent like their own like warped view
black
of the
Spider-Man.
world.
Hey, DA, man.
Black Spider-Man,
T just said in chat, he was like, this shit looks dope. I mean, obviously, if T says it, it's gonna be a banger, dude. Obviously.
And
It
let's
doesn't
hit
look
these
like a bad
super, and then we're
film,
about to
but-
circle back. Let's hit these super chats. Shout out to Gilgamesh for $2. DA and Hello Kitty as Mecha Kitty Spider-Man. No. The Hello Kitty, it's just not sticking, Gilgamesh. I know you're trying, but it's not sticking. Okay, but keep trying. All right, appreciate you too.
They got
Thank you
what's
very
the
much.
one Penny in the Across the Spider-Verse where she's like the fucking Gundam? That'd be DA. The Hello Kitty Gundam shit. That'd be DA.
Red Hood of LA for $1.99. So this Jean Grey kills? Well, yeah.
Nah.
And that's what happened in the movie. So
Angel will tell you that she doesn't kill
Y'all
anybody.
gotta
She get hit by a
struggle with
car.
that.
Watch it
standing
again.
sideways
Watch
in
the
middle of
movie
road.
again.
It's going
She didn't
50
kill
miles an
nobody.
hour, point blank, and he's all right. He's probably just like paralyzed from the waist down. Maybe
Is he dead though?
Spine, but
Is he
ain't
dead? Though?
Angel, would you, if you were a lawyer, if you were a prosecutor, would you prosecute her for attempted homicide?
I don't like you, Andrew.
Yes.
Probably
Attempted love.
not, because you just get mind controlled into believing that she was in the right the whole time.
Your Honor, the victim didn't die. What are we doing here?
Nick Knack for $5. I'm a little upset at the doolies. They're using cardboard cut upside on their streams while they're out shopping. What, DA? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Even slightly, like now Nick Nack's just making up stories. I love how we're
He's
now
making
in
shit
the
up.
realm of we're just creating stories.
I don't know what's the lore, what's just straight fiction. I don't know.
So they have a new restaurant, and for breakfast it's hold my chicken and waffles, and for lunch it's hold my mac and cheese. They're rolling right now. If you guys haven't been, go to the pop-up
You're way
store,
more
make it
caught
money.
up than I am. Shit.
T has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle T in the house.
That shit looks fucking
Look,
dope. Stop
look
fucking
at this. Look at this flat Earth idiot. Let's go. Come on.
Y'all are hating on that shit. That shit looks fucking dope. I don't give a fuck. I mean, shit, let me see that shit. I don't hear where's all that fucking hate when it comes to fucking Sherlock Holmes and all the rest of that shit. Fuck all that. That shit looks fucking dope, man. Give me that shit.
You tripping,
a chance,
T.
man.
Your green
He is
screen
always-
CGI
The
look better
person
than that
who
one.
wrote it said it was trash. What are you talking about?
I want to
Because
see.
she's jelly. She ain't the main fucking lead. That's all the
I
reason. She
wanna
went over there
see-
thinking she was going to be able to be like, let's get rid of this girl.
She
and I'll
was
be
so
the main.
embarrassed by what they did to her work. That's what she was embarrassed about.
I
dude.
don't
What are you
fucking
talking
care.
about?
I'm embarrassed
Hey.
by her speech pattern, her speech
He's
impediment. I'm
better
embarrassed by
than,
listening
he's
to
better
it.
than fucking
Well,
watching
she is pretty stupid.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
T. I need to get a rating. Hold on. Let's get a rating on
Doesn't
this.
give me hope for her work at all either.
Yeah, it's
if
not a
she
hate.
can't
What's
speak that well.
your rating on Tommy?
What?
Oh God.
What's your rating, bro? You
I
got a
gotta see-
rating?
Let me see her talk. Let me see her.
Let me see her talk, dude. Don't ask for that.
I don't know. This is a bad
Give
reputation.
her-
in the video.
No,
I
like
really
give
don't
her
know how to
5
do things
minutes.
Like this.
You put it on one-time speed, you can see
But I
her
also
talking
understand that being silent about it
What is she talking
is making
about?
the pain a lot worse And even though it feels awful to share this, it's better to share it and have it known and understood.
This stupid drama shit.
Before I see a bunch of you for this new work.
She's a sneaky 5. There you go. She's a
West LA 3.
West LA. West LA.
I got an old girlfriend that I knew that looked exactly like her.
And you know, okay, that's what I'm saying. She's a 3 in West LA.
Red Hood of LA said Timu Wakanda Forever is gonna bomb. Look, hey, all I'm saying is black people better show up. Y'all better show up and watch this because y'all been begging for original stories, you know, with black actors. It's a full black cast. Y'all better show up. That's all I know.
Listen,
y'all don't show up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing.
All that black talk.
You want your movies? Go and support them.
I don't want. Hey, I just want a good movie with good actors. It looks like it's great actors. I mean, they happen to be black. I mean, too much is placed on. Oh, black. Hey, listen, don't nobody say that when you see all that fucking kung fu shit. You know, say, oh, look at them Asian actors. But when it comes to black actors, it's just black actors. Nobody says all the white actors. No. Oh, those are all white actors. No, they're fucking actors. They're in a fucking movie. Stop all that fucking divisive shit.
Do you know why?
I just talking about the black audience. The black audience should show up. If there's one thing the black audience does, it shows up on time and pays money. So we're good.
I need the black audience to show up and show out for Children of Blood and Bone.
I need the audience.
One thing blacks do, the black audience, is show up on time.
Because we just got through listening to all of these clowns saying, "Oh, how come they canceled Wonder Man? Because y'all didn't watch it. All y'all that's crying about it, y'all don't watch these movies. Y'all don't watch these shows. Y'all just get on Twitter and cry about it."
So 13% of the population is supposed to watch all the goddamn movies and do everything.
Yes,
man.
They 13 times too.
Yes, they need to show up.
87% slack out.
That 13% can make it go over.
Hey,
50.
look, let me real fast. We got more to go. Let me finish these soups up real fast. Knick Knack for 5. I meant cut ups. I don't even. Do you mean cardboard? Like what is Knick Knack talking about? Knick Knack, you've been drinking.
Because our streams are constantly
Sister, man, put the wine down.
And we like stay stuck in place. Yeah.
I caught their grift on a few of the Hold My Dual Shocks lives. Oh, okay.
I appreciate the lore that's being built right now.
They building lore out. Shout out to Knick Knack. Thank you very much, Mama. Appreciate you. Red Hood of LA for 199. Best ensemble black cast, New Jack City.
I don't know. There was a sprinkle or two of some, Caucasians in there.
I think it was Juice.
The Wiz.
I was about to say you got the Juice now, dude. I'm about to say Juice is pretty fucking solid, bro.
Yeah, that was a dope cast. Yeah,
but y'all show up to watch fucking Straight Outta Compton, some gory gangster drug stuff. Some
Boys in the Hood is pretty sick too.
Some fantasy.
Boys in the Hood is pretty fucking sick.
Not some fantasy stuff. Y'all want to go? I don't know, man. But if it was 50 Cent talking about lust and drugs and ended up with nothing, we'd go out to go see that.
I'm there.
Who did New Jack City? Wait, New Jack City had. I know Ice-T was in it.
One of the Judds was in there. I forgot his name.
Oh, Judd Nelson. Judd Nelson was in it.
He was in it.
But he a white dude. They're talking about black cast ensemble.
That was all black though. That was
that wasn't all black. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what.
Like he was a major role in that. Yeah, like Juice had like Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, like Omar Epps, Tupac. That was an all black cast. That was a good movie, man. I gotta go back and watch that. Yeah, great movie. All right, and then Knick Knack coming back with 5. My ass isn't watching this woke slap. Yeah, that's the one thing about the
you'll watch it, you'll like it, Knick Knack.
It's kind of baked into that ideology of colorism and victimhood, and so yeah, we'll see. Though again, I hope it does well. I really do because I want people to feel comfortable. I want Hollywood to feel comfortable about adapting like more stories from the African continent. I want them to feel comfortable with that. So maybe if this movie does well, it will. Anyway.
Elon Musk biopic coming soon from Africa, straight from Africa.
Hey, look, there's some dope stories from Africa that they just haven't gotten to, So I want them to do them because I'm tired of them like playing fast and loose with European history. They're like, oh, European history, we can race swap everybody. It doesn't matter. You know, we can get like, you know, a black Heimdall
That's how I
or
remember
whatever you like, or
1600s
mythology.
fucking Europe.
We can just play fast and loose.
It was a
with
melting
like,
pot. You know,
yeah, nah. It's not a melting pot. Knock it off. Do it right. All right. But thank you, everybody that supported. Appreciate y'all. Let me go ahead and we got more topics. All right. We're not done. You guys are dope, though. So here's a little super chat love for you. All right, so here we go. As the DCU turns, David Jenkins reveals his Booster Gold series at DC is not moving forward. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Are you shocked?
I am. How could they? How could they verify that they're not making the show that everyone knew they were going to make regardless?
Well, this has got to be a lie because until it's officially debunked by James Gunn, it can't be true. You know?
Yeah. He has to confirm or deny.
Yeah.
Did anybody want a Booster Gold series in the first phase of fucking DC? Why?
No. Nobody wanted half the shit that was announced on there. What are we doing?
And then they race swap him anyway. Wasn't it supposed to be that guy from Eternals playing?
I hope so.
Kamal Nanjiani. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I do remember hearing that. That's right. I do remember hearing that. Yeah. It's.
Is James Gunn just fucking over? I mean, like I'm already ready for the reboot.
Is he
I'm just ready for the reboot. I'm just ready for them to just scrap everything and let's just go ahead and look.
Man of Tomorrow's a waste of time. It's a waste of time for them to be filming that. It's a waste of money. You know what I mean? Like they should just spy him right now. You know, write it off like I said before, and just start over or plan something new.
You got to have Superman and Supergirl meet up, Angel, so that way Superman can pass the mantle to Supergirl, and that way you know you're the Superman now. You got the juice. We got to have Women of Tomorrow where they know Superman's got to die, and when he's dying, he's got to be like, "I passed the mantle to you." Women are the shit. You know, we got to have it. We haven't had that scene yet.
Yeah. T. Were you looking forward to this, man? Unfortunately, David Jenkins Booster Gold isn't moving forward, bro. Was you looking forward to it?
No, but you know, notice the difference between Marvel and DC doing these things. So DC had a complete failure, which we knew they were gonna crash and burn with Supergirl. And now you're seeing these projects being announced. Oh man, we lost way more money than we thought we were gonna lose. And subscriptions are probably down at HBO. You know, My Adventures of Superman is fucking horrible. Like, there's no hope for them right now. So why not pull out pause right now with this project? Just like same thing as Marvel is dumped. Notice Marvel see, okay, we made our money back. We back in the good graces of folks with the Spider-Man thing, which was trash to me, but whatever. You know, hey, now we made $950 million on the weekend, and it's the first weekend. Pull everything out. We're done. We're done with Marvel, Wonder Man, all those stupid projects. We are back on board. We got a little bit of time. They're going to wipe the slate clean with this, man. I would say James Gunn is probably going to be, they're probably going to let him go. I would say November. November, they're going to say, hey, man, thanks, but no thanks. Same thing they did with Zack Snyder in November of, what was that, 2018 or 2019? They said, oh, man, no, you got to go. You know, like they're going to do that same thing with them. That's in my opinion. Nobody was looking forward to Booster Gold. Were you? I wasn't looking forward to it.
Hell no. I felt like Booster Gold was cool with Blue Beetle, and I thought that was the reason that they decided to insert Blue Beetle. And James Gunn said he was going to keep, I guess Cyfax had to drop. They were going to keep Blue Beetle around, the Zolo Maradona Blue Beetle, because they maybe planned on, linking them up with Booster Gold, which would have been a lot of fun. Honestly, I think Blue Beetle and Booster Gold are a great team, and I enjoy seeing them. But let's be honest. Let's just be honest, okay? Nobody was checking for this. Nobody was checking for Blue Beetle or Booster Gold this early. You got to get Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman established before you do anything else. The fact that this guy thought that he could just come in here and do Booster Gold, that means, and they've already said, nah, we're not going forward with it. It just kind of shows that he doesn't really know what he's doing. James
I
Gunn.
think they need to put that stuff on
He
network.
only knows-
You need to put stuff back on network TV. You need to get people back in the rhythm of watching network TV. There's nothing on network TV right now besides 48 Hours or, something, you need to put stuff back on network TV, get people in a rhythm that makes sense. They say, okay, what can I watch in between the football games, man? Hey, Wednesday night, man, why don't I tune in and watch Booster Gold and freaking and you know what you need to do? You need to find a way to get this stuff to kids. I need this. This needs to be for kids that can watch it from 7 to 25. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see kids do this. You're losing your audience because you're not speaking to them, and you have no platform where you can see kids stuff besides Cartoon Network, and you wasted that, dude.
This guy David Jenkins basically echoed Mahershala Ali's statement of that we were under contract. I was doing this. I have to move on because things are not moving. Basically, he's saying Mahershala is speaking for him. So I guess DC had him. DC said, let's go. And they just never really got it going. Because he's basically saying, can't improve on Mahershala's lovely statement. So I'll just supply it here as well. So it sounds like, again, this is another situation where James Gunn didn't have his shit together, didn't know what he wanted to do. They strung this dude along, David Jenkins. He was, I guess, the writer or showrunner, whatever he was. And now it's over. And this guy's like, yeah, it's not happening. I don't know if there's another Booster Gold project that maybe they put ahead of his. I guess that's always a possibility. But, I mean, where are we at right now with the DCU? I feel like everybody like myself is just waiting for this thing to end already. Am I wrong in saying that?
I think that's what he's trying to say. And, I don't think it's his script got turned down. I think it's the fact that James Gunn's not trying to tell everybody, hey, we're not going to be going past winter next year, 2027, like Angel just said. When Women Tomorrow comes out, my shit done. I can't really tell the audience that because I still need to hype up Man of Tomorrow coming next year. So but this guy secretly knows James Gunn is James Buns. I saw in the fucking comment section. So I was like, he can't do anything past 2027, which this is probably going to start because if you look at this project. Well, what is this? This is fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. He was probably going to hire, like Andy just said, the fucking one guy who's actually a comedian. This would have been, I'm hooked on a feeling. Again, this would have been Booster DC's version of Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And it's like, he's a one wheelhouse type deal, which is, it would probably be coming after that to introduce some more off-the-wall characters that DC doesn't fucking know, but we ain't giving them that chance to do it. We, the audience, like I said earlier, spoke up and said, we don't want this shit. I'm surprised we even allow, if we were verbal enough, like Angel's saying, we can get them to fucking cancel Man of Tomorrow. They would just fucking write it off right now. But nobody's not being verbal enough. They're like, you know what? We just know it's over after that. So we're fine with him just not coming back after Man of Tomorrow. We're verbal enough. I guarantee we, the fans, can just scrap Man of Tomorrow for a tax write-off. I guarantee it.
Yep. 100%. All right.
Nobody wants Booster Gold.
This is circling back to something Nick Knack had brought up earlier regarding Star Wars. 5 upcoming Star Wars movies now at risk amid Lucasfilm shakeup. And it's just the Star Wars movies we already know have already been announced, and probably will not happen whatsoever, So if you just kind of scroll through them, Dave Filoni's Mandoverse crossover movie, James Mangold's Jedi Prime. You got Daisy Ridley's Jedi Order movie, Jedi Order, Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron, and then it brings up Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie. I got a question for you guys. Does anybody care about this franchise anymore?
No.
Is there still some meat on the bone?
That's about it.
Pause.
Oh, yeah, that is all right. Yeah, all right. Fair point.
Pause.
Point.
I'm interested in seeing Starfighter because of Ryan Gosling. That's probably about it.
How's it going to do?
I don't know.
It's such a mystery now, right? Like we really don't know what Star Wars is any longer. Because Star Wars used to be able to, that's going to be one of the top movies of the year. if a Star Wars movie is out, that's going to be one of the biggest movies of the year. Now, after what the Mandalorian and Grogu just did,
I think it's really going to come down to the trailer and like how well can they sell it.
I don't think you know what I think? I think the budgets are too enormous, to make them they can't do action. They have action like characters that they cannot make a movie. They cannot make an hour and 20-minute movie full of action, right? They can't do action and story. It's either one or the other. They can't do both. And that's the problem there, because they're trying to jam in woke or jam in some diversity and all these other things instead of really focusing on the story. They're trying to make this universal form we could just plug and play, and you can't do that. That's not how media works. Media is not like that. That's old media. Old media is good for that. New media should not try to do that. You know, you've got a worldwide audience, but again, we're talking about an American film, right? America's dynamic is this or that. They don't do good with a third choice. It's Pepsi or Coke. Everything else goes for the wayside, right? When you go outside of that, you lose your focus, man. Like, can you do action? This is Starfighter. What are you looking for in this movie? Are you looking for action or are you looking for story? Which one?
Yeah. I also think Disney has completely underestimated, like, the fandom has turned, like the core like Star Wars fandom, and I'm like in that. I've grown up loving Star Wars. I've felt nothing watching Mandalorian Grogu. Just turrid. I couldn't have cared less. And that's one of their more beloved, I guess, things, like the remnants of when it was technically successful Disney Star Wars, and that couldn't move the needle. Who cared? Like, I don't. And I think that if anything leads, like, and that's the thing, like, yeah, you're interested in Starfighter, dude, what are everybody worried about? It's like, please don't fucking lead to Rey. Please just never bring her up again. And so when you've had the decade that they built up to, people who actually still love Star Wars, like, I just don't ever want to hear it again. I just wanted to be like that uncle who went out fishing and never came back. Like, dude, that the whole thing it's a shambles. And so how do you build a universe where they've got these no-go zones, but they continue to cater to the shills, the ones who are going to sit there and pretend like there's nothing wrong with Rey Skywalker, that the Mandalorian was going to make $1 billion. Like, they continue to engage with that lunacy instead of the fandom that they've drove away. And you saw that lunacy will make a $300 million Star Wars film, which is pitiful. That's pitiful.
Yeah, look at this, man. Mandalorian and Grogu, $344 million.
Pathetic.
That's it. This is the state of Star Wars in 2026. And honestly, I don't know how much more Ryan Gosling makes. Does it hit 500 million? I don't honestly know. If the trailers are like awesome, and it is the 50th anniversary of Star Wars next year, and they are going to drop the original Star Wars from 77 in its original form. They're going to bring that out next year. I think that one's going to do very well. I think that movie is going to do awesome numbers.
I'm telling you, it's a bait. Ryan Gosling's a bait and switch movie, bro. When we find out that kid,
I don't see this movie like even coming on the heels of Project Hail Mary. Like, right after Project Hail Mary, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, if that Ryan Gosling movie was coming out right now, I think it would have did numbers."
Well,
but
and how crazy is
it's
that?
Not coming out till next year.
Yeah, but even with that, DA, how crazy is it that we all, at least I assume we all are in agreement that Ryan Gosling's name is a bigger deal than Star Wars right now. And Ryan Gosling's not Tom Cruise. He's not like, it's Ryan Gosling. And I like Ryan Gosling, but fuck, dog. He's not like the top of the A list.
Yeah,
but
he's the draw.
This is how news moves nowadays on the internet. We're proof of it. When we find out, Katie, the first trailer we get that he's actually taking the little kid that's with him, and the kid's obviously force sensitive, so we got to take him to a Jedi to be trained. And at the end of the movie, it's Rey, the Jedi he showed up to. When people start hearing about that, and you see one fucking glimpse of Rey, I don't give a shit how good Ryan Gosling is, how long he's in the movie for, how good this little kid is. I don't fucking care. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. We all know that, right?
What's
We all
crazy
know
is
that.
you don't even have to see Rey. If there's any inkling that the child's being taken to Rey, people are like, I'll just wait for
Bro, they could sit there and be like on a holocron, be like, see Ray, and be like, I'm out. Fuck
I'm out.
this.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
You-
Yo,
they
they
say
can
3 letters start with R? Nope.
If they are smart over there, they've learned their lesson and they're saying, you know what? I think Rey is a dead end. Let's just go ahead and move on to something else. If there's any inkling that
They
Rey
won't.
is even in this movie, if the rumors start coming out, when we start getting the
She
trailers,
is.
and if there's any inkling of a rumor of a hint that Daisy Ridley is anywhere in that movie, it is donezo. Nobody's going to go and watch it. That's going to kill the box office.
Yep.
That will absolutely kill the box office if Daisy Ridley shows up for any,
Or shout out to
like for
chat,
1
bring him to
second in that
Grogu.
Starfighter movie.
But isn't the rumor that the child is supposed to be delivered to her?
Yeah, that's what they were just saying. Yeah, that's the rumor.
So
That's
we find
the
out this
rumor.
movie's
So that they
when you
can't
find
let
out
it
it's a
happen.
one-off film for Ryan Gosling. He's only here for 1 film. All I gotta do is just not watch this film, and I just haven't seen any more Star Wars films. When people won't give it a chance because wow, Ryan Gosling's in it. But when we know the ending is, I'm sorry, wrong way. This, we don't want it. We just don't want it. You know what I mean?
No,
And
not
that's
at
all
all.
they're doing. They're like, well, we can continue the character of Rey. We just got to give the audience something they want real quick, Katie. Like Ryan Gosling, he's hot right now. Then everybody forget about it next year. We can just pull the wool over their eyes. Yeah,
I don't
right,
honestly
nice try.
know what the future of Star Wars is after after Starfighter, because I don't think any of these movies that they name in this article, I don't think any of these movies, Rey or James Mangold's First Jet, I don't think any of these movies move the needle. I don't think anybody cares at this point. Like, what is the future of Star Wars after this? Do they just go and is it just Disney Plus? Like, yeah, let's just do Disney Plus shit because we don't really have anything else to do. I don't know. It's not Rey.
They haven't
It's
brought
not
back
Rey.
Mace Windu or Qui-Gon Jinn yet, so maybe we can bring them both back and do a Qui-Gon Jinn series and a Mace, and a Mace Windu series.
Dude,
before
Star
we
Wars
got
Theory
thrown out the
already
window.
did the Mace Windu thing, so
Vader.
Yeah, and that just dropped. So
yeah,
and it's probably
even
fucking
need
good
Disney.
because you know what? Again, it could be a good story if handled correctly. But with Disney to be like, this the same dumb shit. It'd probably be to shoehorn some black female that is his daughter in to be the next Mace Windu, who's a misunderstood fucking antagonist, not a protagonist. Oh God, stop it now. They do
all right,
all
let's
the
talk a
same shit.
little industry stuff. Actually, you know what? Before we do, we got a couple of super chats. I did miss one coming from Nick Knack. This was from earlier. You see, I told you, DA, Uncle T is really rabid for Rachel. He be talking whack.
I
And
be
Nick
seeing
Knack
rabid for
calling you
Millie in the
out.
chat.
T, are you really secretly rabid for Rachel?
Wait a minute, didn't you read this earlier? Am I in the Twilight Zone?
Nah, I didn't read this one.
Man,
I don't
wait
think
a
I
minute.
did. Maybe I did.
You read this one earlier, dude. Come on. I commented on this.
No. This was the one I read earlier. I read
Yeah, it's
this
different.
one earlier. Says Uncle T acknowledges that he's really rabid for Rachel. Then I missed this one. This one was still unhighlighted, so I hadn't hit that one.
So the same thing. Come on.
Okay.
You
Acknowledging,
got a rabid
so you
for
are
Rachel.
acknowledging you are
I am-
not rabid for Rachel.
I am rabid for Rachel. That's me. I am the person that is. What's up, Doc? Hey, silly wabbit. That's me. Boy, Jesus Christ.
Nick Knack coming back again, another $5. I'm black and I won't watch it, DA. I don't think a lot of people are going to watch Children of Blood and Bone. But
Y'all
and I'm going to
better-
call them out.
You
I'm
don't have
going
to
to call
cry.
them out because y'all cry, y'all bitch, y'all complain and moan for black-led, movies and TV shows. Here's one, and you're not going to support it. I know you're not going to support it.
You'll go see
I know
it.
you're not
I'm
going to
pro-white
support
and I
it,
went
Nick
and saw
Jack,
the
because
Odyssey,
nobody
so you'll
supports
see it,
this
trust me.
bullshit. That's I know it's not going. T, are we doing it out of the theater on that one?
Yes.
T, you be committing us to shit, man. Like, why don't you say, nah, I don't know, DA? Let me think about it for a minute, man. Now you just yesing us into some trash, bro.
We're gonna go see a movie. When does it come out? February.
Did
what?
you like the last Magical Negroes movie we saw?
That was terrible.
We're about to watch another one.
Does it kind of look like that movie with with what's her name? She directed it with Oprah. What's her name? What's the director, man? The black director, man, who's supposed to do New God? Ava DuVernay. It's that kind of movie, man.
Oh, that oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Nah, I'm not looking forward to this shit, man. Thank you, Nick Knack, for the 5. And Red Hood of LA for 199. Booster Gold, the greatest hero you've never heard of. Yep. I think Booster Gold's a cool character, but nah. It's too early. Way too early for Booster Gold. All right. Let's talk about this merger that's supposed to happen with Warner Brothers and Paramount. So apparently Benedict Cumberbatch, Benedict Wong, and Alan Cumming have written an op-ed together asking for the UK government to block the merger. Okay, a TV and cinema calamity would be disastrous for what you watch and what you know. Act now to stop that. Have you guys been keeping up with the merger news? No,
yes,
am I the only one that care about
yes,
this thing?
Paramount stock is $7.95 currently. I'm eyeing it. Trust me, I got some. I'm keeping an eye on this very much so. Yes, I am.
Why would you have Paramount stock, Rock?
Because it's going to be merged when they buy HBO.
Dude, that's not how stocks work. When the merging company stock goes down,
when they bump up, their prices will go up.
No, they won't.
What? You want to bet? You want to bet?
I would bet
that's why it's that low.
It goes down.
I bet. It's not going to go. Now, I don't try to do numbers like addition. Don't try to be like, oh, it's a $25 stock plus 9. That's going to be 34. Oh, that's not how it works. But a $7.90 stock will go up. Trust me.
Don't go to Rock for your financial advice, folks.
Don't go to me for financial advice. I'm doing my own finances over here.
I could have sworn the UK already approved this, though. That's my thing. Like, from my understanding, I thought the UK.
Yeah, but they're UK actors.
Well, no, the EU, like I think Europe did, but not the UK. The European Union,
was
the EU. Yeah, they approved it. The UK government has yet to say anything about it. And then, of course, there's the lawsuit with the 12 states in the U.S. led by California, Rob Bonta. But I also thought that this was very interesting, okay? Because one of the sticking points that Rob Bonta said was in regards to theaters, all right? Theatrical releases. I want y'all to just listen to this question real quick. This was on The Town with Matt Bellany. And they're talking to Rob Bonta, and they're talking about the merger. Just listen to this real quick.
How did you decide that theatrical movies or blockbuster movies were a market unto themselves when you have, to Matt's question, a company like Netflix that releases dozens of original movies a year, Apple, Amazon also make movies that might not fit that definition, but would seem to be competing for the time and money of movie fans?
Yeah, one of the highest grossing movies of the year in theaters this year came from Amazon, Project Hail Mary.
Great movie, by the way. Love that movie. We looked at the markets that we think the entertainment industry recognizes as different markets. Wide release theatrical films are different than select release theatrical films, and a release of films straight to movie theaters are different than films that get released to streaming platforms first and then later.
So basically, he's saying we're doing this to help the movie theater experience, the theatrical releases. All right, theatrical releases. We're trying to save them. We're trying to help them. Well, on the heels of that, AMC Theaters is backing the merger. AMC Theaters is saying, let it happen. We're not here to stop the merger. We actually want this merger to come through. AMC Theaters CEO Adam Aron is publicly backing the Paramount-Warner Brothers Discovery merger, calling it critical to the industry's future that the deal be completed as soon as possible. So this whole lawsuit that this guy dreamed up in his head that, we're going to protect the theaters, we're going to protect theatrical releases and blockbuster theatrical releases, and they're not. Adam Aron, the CEO of AMC Theaters, the biggest movie theater chain in North America, says, let it happen. At some point in time, you got to say, okay, look, this thing is just full of bullshit. Okay. That's basically how I'm looking at it. Aron says the combined company would have the scale to deliver more films to theaters worldwide. I feel like at this point in time, it's time to pull the plug. Like, I know that all of these states are just trying to stick it to the Ellisons, That's ultimately what this is really about. This is just political. But you had not only Gavin Newsom came out and said, make a deal, get it settled, get it over and done with. The governor of California is saying this, and now you got AMC theaters saying it as well. I think it's over.
But you got stupid ass actors that come out and write petitions because this is what you have to do to be a working actor nowadays. You have to do this to be a working actor, especially those are all UK actors, and we know how woke the UK is. So they're basically making this stupid petition that's not going to go anywhere, but it's just letting the world know that we stand with a certain people. Please hire us. We're on Avengers Doomsday. You know, didn't Kamala Harris? She would vote for the Avengers, wouldn't she? Democracy for Kamala. It's that dumb shit. You know, just letting them know they're on the same fucking page. It's like Alan Cummings, he ain't in shit. He needs to sign on any petition he can to keep his fucking jobs. But people like Benedict Cumberbatch, dude, you don't have to say anything, bro. You're a hot commodity. They want to hire you,
but they have.
You're not like Mark
Rob.
Ruffalo. They have to
say
though,
stuff because that's the thing, and this is why when you have the separation of interest, and this is what's killing Hollywood, is the separation of interest that Hollywood is a business that has been allowed to for years lose money, make bad financial decisions, pandering to different three-letter organizations, claiming to be activists, enacting social change. And so because there's no direct correlation in their minds, because if you're Benedict Cumberbatch, you know that this is going to fail. Your word, your main name means nothing, but you sign it so that you can be seen as playing ball with what the social aspect of the industry wants. But nobody's going to say, fuck you, Benedict, we're not hiring you. They're not going to sit there and be like, you picked the wrong side. Because even Paramount's not going to say we're blacklisting everybody on this list because they would never.
Well, on the other hand of this, Andy, when me and you come out and say we're for this deal, they should merger, we will be blacklisted.
Well, and that's the thing. They don't. The Hollywood actors allowed to undermine the business side of Hollywood, and it doesn't affect their careers in Hollywood. But that's this ongoing problem. Like, you know, and DA mentioned the whole stuff with Gavin Newsom. Like, they act like why they're surprised that companies are considering leaving California. These companies do have to make money. The beauty of the system we had was when they used to make movies that spoke to the public, people voted with their dollars and went and saw these films. It wasn't rocket science. It was actually quite smart. Now they make movies that people don't go see, and they have every single excuse. But the hard financials are, it hurts the taxpayer. It hurts California. And when it comes to Gavin Newsom, like DA was saying in his video on Newsom, dude, this will be a huge embarrassment if this goes sideways. If the reality is, if they don't merge, these companies cannot survive. Even what Bob Iger said that 3 years ago, he's like, we will have more consolidation because the studios cannot survive in the current status quo and ecosystem. And it's not just the studio industry, which would ravage California. It's also theaters. And you think about, even though theaters aren't what they were, how many jobs, how much that affects local economies.
Local economies. Like my nephews and your nieces that want to be the next upright playwrights that, you know what, that my aunts, my uncles, my parents will go out to on the weekends to go see the Wicked around here. Yeah, that exactly. So it trickles down. The trickle down economy, which isn't real. No, it is. So this is
even this weekend. Spider-Man makes almost $350 million. You know, the Odyssey in 3 weeks has made almost $1 billion. Dude, the money that they are willing to throw away when theaters die. And I've seen, this has become so political. I've seen people say, wow, just another reason to root for AMC to fail. And I'm like, that's so funny, because I thought all these people were on the side of the theaters and the artists. Yeah. And now, as soon as it becomes political, and it does become about sticking it to a billionaire that you think is corrupt, which is crazy, dude. Like, they're all billionaires. Like, I don't know why we're sitting here being like, I like this billionaire. This billionaire is good. This is bad. They're willing to have an entire segment of American culture go away because they dare to want to vote in the interest of what their business needs.
I just want to be able to hire people and be like, you know, what's your background? I mean, if for some reason you put like, I'm a Democrat or a Republican, I don't care. Like first and one of your fucking things, I'd be like, dude, I'm just gonna pass. Be honest. You know, I don't care. I'm glad you're political. That's cool, but that's the last thing I want from an actor. I want you, you know, to be, you know, I want you to be outspoken and vibrant and passionate and you know and very intellectual in your craft. And sometimes they come with egos and all that shit. That's fine, but I want you to do the job first. You know, it's like I don't want these guys come on here knowing they're only getting the job because they're political. There's not one Republican out there that's outspoken, sit on Republican. It's like that it just creates for shitty movies because then nobody's willing to put their hand up and say something different, objectifying, to say, look, is this movie, is it just to question the process? They want yes men or women. And we're just, us as the audience, we make the calls. We make the calls, you know, so these three dorks making a petition, I don't care. I don't care what the fucking petition is. I wonder how many signatures they got. It's always around 3,000. Right? 3,000. That's all the people in the union have to sign it. You want a fucking job in the union? You better sign this fucking petition.
Well, I just think that Hollywood now is pretty much done with this. Like the merger's going through. I think we all knew it was going through. Now there's so many people coming out for the merger. All right. Like Ari Emanuel, one of the top agents in Hollywood. He's coming out in favor of the merger. Gavin Newsom is saying, let's make a deal, just settle this thing. AMC is coming out in favor of the merger. The EU is in favor of it. The federal government, you know, the Department of, what was it? Not the Department of, the DOJ. They're in favor of it. Everybody's good except for 12 states.
That Banta guy wants some money.
The Writers Guild. And it's like,
eventually, every day it'll go past the fucking deadline. When they get $1 million, we saw your video. D made a video.
Yeah. They're gonna get some money out of it if they goes past a certain day. But
how much you want to bet a guy Banta has his hands in that pocket? If every $1 million, he probably gets 1% of that $1 million. So he's probably pushing it as many days as he can.
If he's a Warner Brothers shareholder, sure. But yeah, I just think that
he probably got a backdoor pocket. You know, him, he's a fucking.
It's time to wrap it up, in my opinion. That's how I see it. All right, look. I want to talk about this, man. The box office is doing pretty good. I saw this graphic pop up. Our movie's back. All right. So they show this graphic. Pay no attention to the I guess the pictures along with the graphics. Because they don't pertain to the actual year. All right. Because you see, like, all right, 2019, $11.3 billion, the last normal year, pre-pandemic peak. Then 2020 only made $2 billion. They got a picture of the Odyssey. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. 2021, the climb begins. 2022 to 2024. All right. Steady recovery. Then the strikes slow it. 2025, momentum returns. And now 2026, $9.9 billion projected. Probably is going to hit $10 billion, I'm guessing. The best year of the decade. We are here. So the question they asked, are movies back? Are movies back? Are we back?
No.
What do y'all think?
They're not making another Spider-Man movie next year, so probably not.
Beyond the Spider-Verse is coming out, Katie. That's a Spider-Man movie. All right,
you gotta stop hating us.
Isn't it?
No, they've delayed that another time.
Yes, it is.
Don't always make me like I'm wrong, Katie, just because I am. All right, I'm jumping the gun. I'm excited.
I'm excited for it too. I would like them to stop delaying it.
I mean, it's good to see the theaters making money with this. But if you look at the breakdown of where the money's coming, we used to have a much more healthy, like, spread of a lot of films making good money. Now, a handful of films make ridiculous, tremendous money. But there's dozens of films that lose an enormous amount of money. Yeah. And so the theaters are making money. That's good. It doesn't hurt them. But the ecosystem does feel like it's shriveling. And like Katie was saying, this is a great year. But dude, next year, I don't think we're looking at, we don't have another Spider-Man. There's not an Odyssey 2 coming out next year.
No one's not putting out a film next year.
So it's going to be, what, 4 years before he puts out another one?
Yeah, I was looking at the numbers for the worldwide box office. So right now we got 3 movies that have made $1 billion. Toy Story 5, Michael, and Super Mario Galaxy. Okay. And then 2 more for sure on the way. Spider-Man Brand New Day. And I think we're all comfortable that the Odyssey is going to get there. So that's 5. And then I guess maybe Doomsday. And does Dune Part 3 get to $1 billion?
I would be so surprised.
No, I don't think so.
No,
when I watch it, it looks like it's going to be a good film, but it's adult as shit. It's not going to reach that broad market it needs to be able to hit that big a number.
What did the last one make?
Like 7-ish?
7 or 8.
Yeah.
But it looks crazy good. When that's the one movie, like I haven't watched either one of them, because they're long as shit and I don't know anything about it. I just haven't watched them. But when I watched that trailer, I've seen like 3 times now, like for the Odyssey and when I was in the IMAX.
Yeah, look, like when you go back to like, this is 2019, all right? 9 movies hit $1 billion in 2019. That's great.
Damn.
They're not doing that next year.
And then look at the next 20. Look how many are over 400 million.
Yeah, like Jumanji hit 800. Fast and Furious hit 700. Hobbs and Shaw was a terrible movie, and that still got 760 million. Bruh.
Yep.
Bro, Rise of Skywalker hit $1 billion. What are we talking about?
People were just showing up to movies. Man, they were just going.
To movies. Yeah.
Hey, let's go to the movies, y'all. Like if you look through here, because I was going through this. All right, so you look at 2021, only 1 movie. All right, and this is during the pandemic, so it's like, all right, 1 movie hit $1 billion, almost 2. You go to 2022, you got 3 movies, all right, that hit $1 billion, 1 hit 2. Then in 23, only 2. Barbie, Super Mario Brothers, Oppenheimer got close, Guardians of the Galaxy kind of was there. But yeah, the box office was not good at that time. 2024, you had 3. With Despicable Me 4 kind of, getting close. And then to last year, you had 4. One of them being Neza 2. Yeah, Neza 2, it's a Chinese film. And then Minecraft, like we said, getting kind of close. But then this year, again, we're definitely getting 6. 5 for sure, yeah. And then I think Doomsday hits it. Yeah. Is there any movie that we're forgetting? Any movie we're forgetting that might get past $1 billion? I don't think so.
Not for this year.
Well, and what's crazy is the rest of the year. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you say, Angel?
No, I was saying, like, I don't remember or recall anything else for the rest of this year that's really going to be promising to make $1 billion. Like, I mean, I think Street Fighter might have a healthy profit in regards to that movie.
Yeah, hitting $1 billion.
That movie is going to.
I'm not saying it's going to hit $1 billion, but I'm saying it's going to have a healthy profit. It'll probably hit maybe 3 to 4.
That movie might make 150 million in its total run.
I say about 300.
T is tripping as usual. That movie's about to bank, man. That thing is. I'm thinking 450 to 500 million dollars.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
$2 billion from
They've already proven that stuff, dude. Mortal Kombat, Masters Universe. Now it's gonna be Street Fighter. All wishful thinking. And I'm in sales, man. I'm telling you, dude. All this stuff is this is like the tariffs, dude. The tariffs makes everything look like the economy is good, but really it's a shadow economy. It's really bad. They just made sure everything is more expensive, so that way it looks like, oh man, we're having a great year, but your sales are down. Your sales are down. It's just that you got more profit because you're tacking on $3 or $4 extra. This movie industry, man, this is not a real thing, man. If this is a real thing, then that merger would have gone through smooth. Everything will be okay. You're talking about a scared industry. Why wouldn't you sign a deal? If you think all these movies are going to do well, you'd be eager to sign that thing. Like, yeah, let's get it on. No, man, this is one of the worst future timelines you could ever be in. I thought I wanted to live in the time of the Jetsons and do all that. I'd rather live with the Flintstones, man. I like classic, man. Maybe because I'm old now, but like, I don't want all this new stuff, dude. Just keep it. You notice that all this stuff went down when 2 things happened. In 2005, when they let these companies merge, because it wasn't supposed to ever be no monopoly where one corporation can own all these different things. That sucked. And another thing that sucked is when they went from analog to digital. All these problems started happening, man, because you opened up. You made an industry that didn't need they already had problems with a Napster kind of thing. Now you made it a free fall for everybody. And because you've had this open choice, you ruined everything. Don't be fooled by all that bull. Yes, I live on the flat earth, man. Look, we could talk about it, dude. Join my channel, dude. Hey, whatever. I'll have an offline conversation with you about it. But big picture thinking and space is fake. There's no such thing as space. Trust me. Believe T.
Thank you, T, for that edification for us. We really enjoyed it. Hey, look, I think that the box office, we're looking good right now, man. Let's just be honest, man. I think we're in good shape. Where the box office is now. Will it continue? Past 2026? Katie, you already brought it up. 27. I don't know anything coming out next year that's going to be big other than Secret Wars, and I don't know, maybe that Star Wars movie, maybe.
Bro, first off, they just finished filming principal photography for Elden Ring. George R.R. Martin was working on it, and it's going to come out May 2028.
That's right.
I need.
Oh wait, you know what else is coming out? Zelda's coming out next year, right?
Zelda's coming out, but I need to start doing some, Sekiro when it comes out in September for anime heads, and we definitely need to keep an eye on Elden Ring when it comes out for May 2028 because that is going to be big. That's going to be a big movie.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Yay.
I like Elden. I like that. Yeah.
Man of Tomorrow's coming out next year. You don't think that's gonna make $1 billion?
$2 billion easy, Katie. What are you talking?
Get out of here! Get out of here! Nobody's watching that, bruh. I forgot about it. That tells you everything you need to know. Yeah, that thing's gonna be. Hey,
when is it?
Yeah, going back.
When is the TVA gonna show up, man? Because I want them to prune this timeline. God, man.
But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the domestic results for the weekend box office. And look how much money the box office made this weekend. $428 million thanks to Spider-Man, man. That's absolutely insane.
420.
Bruh. So Spider-Man at $355 million. The Odyssey. Hey, look. I didn't like the Odyssey, but that's a respectable, third weekend drop, especially considering that Spider-Man dropped in the exact same weekend. Yeah. That's respectable. That's very respectable. So the Odyssey came in at 51 million. Toy Story 5 at $6.36 million. Minions and Monsters 5.8 million, and Moana at 5.3. And then some other shit came out. What do y'all think where we are right now with the summer box office? It's pretty good. Actually, I think the box office is doing really, really good.
Yeah.
Spider-Man saved the summer, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
He saved the summer because everything else was not really banking like that.
First he saves the city, then he saves the summer, Angel. Then he simps out for some mediocre chick that's not even a 4. That's my Spider-Man. Let's go. GG's.
I can't wait for Miles Morales to come out and just flop. I want to see your face when Miles Morales flops. I really want to see your face. And I want to hear the excuses of you telling me that that's the best Spider-Man ever.
It's going to be the best. And it'll cap off the trilogy, the best Spider-Man trilogy, period.
Wait, so is that coming out next year?
It is. When Andy's looking up, it actually is coming out next year.
But they postponed it a couple times, so fingers crossed.
You guys don't.
Fingers crossed.
Look, this came out. Everybody forgot about Spider Noir. It was whack. Spider Noir was whack. And y'all, come on, man. This movie was trash.
Spider Noir wasn't whack.
No, Spider Noir was good.
Yeah, it was.
That
good.
was people that like
really,
that. That's Lord and Miller. That's Lord and Miller.
Yeah,
they did their take on Spider-Man, who does the Beyond the Spider-Verses. So I would rather them continue to do. I would like to see what they do with the real Spider-Man, Lord and Miller, because we see what they've done with Ben Reilly, like the noir shit. We see what they do with Miles Morales. I would love to see what they do with actual Peter Parker storyline. Give them a legit one. I guarantee they'd fucking kill it.
Look, this is next week. What?
Have you seen the Green Book?
I saw the Green Book. Yeah.
They should do that with Miles Morales for Rock.
I don't understand the reference, but I'm sure it'll be good. Trust me.
Everybody loves Green Book.
It'll be top tier.
Wow, shit. I'm looking at next week. We're in August now, all right? This isn't... Look, Spider-Man is about to run it, okay, for weeks to come. Like Ice Cream Man, One Night Only. I saw One Night Only. I did see this movie. It was part of the Screen Unseen. It was fine. It's a little it's like it's
rom-com.
Yeah, it's a rom-com.
Cat Video Fest.
It's not gonna do big numbers, but I thought it was. I want like old stuff to come back, like rom-coms, action movies, comedies, just regular comedies. This is a fun little rom-com. I honestly recommend anybody, you know, take a date, go out and watch, you know, One Night Only. You know, it's got what's his name? Wait, what's the name of the guy? Oh, shit, I forgot.
Yeah,
From Fantastic Beasts. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. No, he's not a he's a face I remember, but I can't remember his name.
Isn't the chick
But
from Top
it's a good
Gun,
movie.
too?
It's a good movie. I think most, like, you know, take Saturday out, you know, on Saturday.
Whoa, hey, hold on. Miss X.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Miss X is in the room. What Saturday are you
I don't know. I can't keep up with. I thought that was Saturday. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway,
I think I might take Lady Maria to go see Cat Video Fest 2026. Me and her can go sit in the movie theater together and somebody.
Yeah, like nothing's coming up, man. Now look, I End of Oak Street. Anybody down for some End of Oak Street?
That looks pretty cool, D. If I'm doing nothing that weekend and I can get a fucking ticket, this is a movie theater movie.
Yeah.
So where if you've seen the trailer, especially in the movie theater, if you've seen the trailer, if you saw this on a film, like, cause I saw this for the Odyssey I was like, dude, this looks. When I saw it on YouTube, I was like,
it looks
pretty
fun.
cool.
It looks like it might be a lot of fun. It's dinosaurs.
Yeah. You should not want Rock to support your opinion. That movie looks trash. Let's stop it.
Are you guys?
But like, I'm a dinosaur nerd.
billion,
Like, I
Katie,
love dinosaurs, man. So all the Jurassic World movies,
Like,
as
whoa,
bad
like
as they
what?
are, those,
You like
those
what?
movies are. I'm a dinosaur nerd. I love dinosaurs.
There are no fucking such thing as fucking dinosaurs. Those are fucking.
But there are in the End of Oak Street, and I'm gonna go check it out, man. It's a lot of fun.
Dinosaurs, get the fuck out of here. Hey, listen. Look at these look at the theaters that are. Look at the studios that are running these. Paramount Pictures, Warner Brothers, probably Universal. All the. Notice how from now until November, really in November, they're not going to be real good movies coming out because they don't want to compete with the. They don't want to compete with your Saturday and your Friday nights because
Look
of
at
football.
Look
Football,
at this lineup, man. There's nothing nothing.
They had that Wet Hot American Summer re-release though.
I don't know nothing about that.
I've never seen Wet Hot American Summer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I have seen that.
I'm definitely going to see that.
You locked in on that?
I love that film.
They don't want to compete with football, D. That's why this stuff, because
hey, look, Coyote versus Acme.
I'll see that.
I'll see that. That was the one they pulled from Warner Brothers didn't even want to release this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's now being released, I guess, by Catch Up Entertainment, whoever the hell they are. So yeah, that should be fun. But yeah, nothing going on.
Because they
got
don't
a Katy Perry, I guess, concert.
Paramount and CBS are on Channel 2, dude. They want to, like, why would you put stuff in the theaters that you know that's going to take away from the advertising dollars for what you got for you've invested everything in college football, dude, and in NFL. They're not going to. They totally checked out. This thing is rigged, dude. The game is rigged. You don't see Fox. You don't see Fox. You don't see Warner Brothers. You don't see any of
Resident Evil is going to be good. I don't think
this guy's been yelling at all the fans. It looks nothing like Resident Evil, and the fans are like trying to push back.
He's pissed off everybody. Yeah,
he's fucking like, look, this is my iteration. I don't give a fuck about you. Like, that's the wrong way to go about it because these are hardcore fans. That's
pissed off everybody. This one's gonna be interesting. This Avengers Endgame, what is it called? Endgame Encore, dropping in September.
We should all go see that.
They said there's like 7 minutes of footage or whatever that you got to watch.
How are we going to be caught up for Doomsday if we don't go see it?
Fuck about it. I don't care. They should put it on Disney Plus. That's what they should do. You know, and then
before Doomsday, not like 6 months afterwards. Yeah, because they should. Hopefully they will.
All right, one more before we get up out of here. Bootzilla, member for 25 big months. Shout out to Bootzilla for the 2 years and 1 month of subscribership. Appreciate it. Beyond the Spider-Verse, Narnia, Zelda, Frozen 3, Secret Wars, maybe Shrek 5, Starfighter could all hit a Billy next year, and Blood and Bone. Just kidding. Yeah. Okay. So, I would say Secret Wars for sure. I think Starfighter, nah. Shrek, nah. Maybe Zelda.
Frozen 3.
Zelda. Because I think a lot of like Nintendo fans will go and check that out
A
worldwide.
ton of Nintendo fans will go watch that.
That's going to be their first live action, so they got a lot to conquer.
Yeah.
If it's good, it'll make a lot of fucking money. As long as they keep the
yeah.
same thing they done with Super Mario Brothers, that should be good. And Frozen 3, if that doesn't make a
Yeah,
billion,
Frozen and
we're
Frozen 3.
fucked.
Yeah, you're right. Frozen 3 is going to make $1 billion. No question at all about it. Oh, sorry. All right, guys. That'll do it. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us on the DA's office. We are going to go around the horn and say what's up to everybody and see what's coming up for the week. Katie, Andy, hold my dual shocks. What you guys got coming up?
Got streams starting tomorrow with Catch Up Monday and videos at some point this week.
Videos at some point. All right. Keep your eye on them. Everybody get over to Hold My Dual Shocks. Mods, drop the links in the chat. Everybody, thank you. Hold My Dual Shocks, Katie and Andy, for always coming
Hold my
through.
mac and
Great
cheese, come and
commentary.
win.
As usual, we waiting on the mac and cheese for show. Okay, I expect to get a plate. Angel, what you got coming up, bro?
I got my I think I have a live stream coming up on Tuesday with MJ. So me and MJ are gonna do something Tuesday afternoon. So look out for that. We got the Friday night anime coming up, and then my weekend streams as far as video games are concerned, and the DA's office. So no new movies coming out this week, so no reviews, but yeah, just got that live stream cracking on Tuesday. So look out for that, guys.
There we go. T, anything?
I'm over here somewhere on this surf, man. So I'll be chilling back. I might do some pop up for y'all, man. Who knows? Who knows? I got a busy week, dude. Busy week. Got presentations.
Yeah, I got a busy week too. Yeah. And then last but not least, Rockefeller Plaza. What you got coming up, bro?
Elden Ring video gaming. I gotta get my skills up because I'm gonna be invading the shit out of New Blackstreak next time they're playing. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of both of them by myself. Watch, mark my words. Kata, I'm coming for you, buddy. I can't wait to see you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Rock, and we just got a super sticker coming through from Dragon Master Zero Wrecked. It's a little hippo that just kind of crashed out in his chair, and Dragon Master dropped that. Thank you very much, Dragon Master. Love to you. I'll drop that in the chat. And Dragon Master has been supporting me from day one, and I appreciate it. Thanks for the $10 super sticker. Thanks to everybody that came through with super chats. I appreciate all of y'all. All right, guys, let's get up out of here. Everybody have a great week. Watch for daily videos. Watch for nightcaps coming on Tuesday and Thursday. And then, of course, anime nights on Friday. We'll be back again on Sunday on the DA's office. Y'all take it easy. Everybody,
who's that fat dude next to you, DA?
I don't know what. Oh, I remember that picture. That's when we first started getting started. This is when we first got started with the channel, and T always kinds of captures that stuff. T, you looking a little chunky in the face, though, man. You look a little bit.
He know it. He looking better nowadays, though. Looking good, baby.
Yes, indeed. All right, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see y'all on the next one. Everybody be good.
Have a good night.